Perfect. Let's get started with check-ins. We are all 2 minutes late.
All right, I can start.
Okay, please. Yes.
I am a 2.4. And I've been working on the SEC filing, I've been working on contentious, working on the recruitment, working on the assets, working on the finances, the reimbursements, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Lots going on.
Assets,
I'll go next.
Wait a second.
Sorry.
Okay. Jennifer, I take notes. Don't worry. I want you to talk. Go for it.
I can check in now.
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. I am 2.5.
Okay.
I'm working on still an ORC thing, although I have accomplished 2 videos and
What are
1
you
photo
working
so
on?
far. ORC
What
project,
does it mean?
soft launch. Soft launch.
Outreach and Recruitment Commission.
Yeah, but what responsibility? What system?
Recruitment.
What process?
You're working on the launch. She's working on the Umbrella Showcase website
Soft
launch?
launch. Yes.
What do you mean stuff?
She wants to soft launch. There's a plan that she's been working on to do a soft launch of the Umbrella Showcase website, social media.
Okay, so what are you working on? Setting up the platforms, or what? I don't understand. On the website.
I'm working on posts that we can share in the public through Facebook or Instagram for like brand awareness, for us to be known who we are and what we are doing.
Okay, whatever. Keep going. Okay.
To know who we are and what we are doing.
So, the last time I talked with Jennifer, she's interested in helping get the draft Umbrella Showcase website up as soon as possible and linking it to social media and just like getting the infrastructure set up. That's basically the goal, as quickly as possible, so that we can start moving forward with the launch, So it's pretty exciting. She's the only one that's working on the Umbrella Showcase website, as far as I know.
You're working on the website?
Well, she's putting pressure on us to schedule to get it set up, and then she'll be working on it. Yes.
Oh, great! So you're working on the setup.
WordPress, right, Jennifer?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got experience with WordPress and everything. Yeah.
Jennifer, you need to understand that I'm very limited mentally, so intellectually. So here we are very organized and very professional. So brand awareness, I don't know what it means. If you tell me. You need to tell me something that it's either under a system or, like Jay said, no? You're working on the website, on the Umbrella Showcase website, setting up the launch. That's what I can understand, correct? Setting up. Does this make sense to you, Jennifer, or not? Jennifer, are you there?
Sorry, I did not hear what you said, Alberto.
I said that you need to understand that when I'm present, I'm very limited intellectually. So if you tell me brand awareness, I don't understand. I go in panic.
Oh.
Because
sorry.
Here we're very, very professional and organized. So if you're working, it means that there is some very specific identification text that you should be able to share in order to let us know immediately what you're working on. Like Jay said, she's working on setting up the launch. Specifically, she's pushing forward the drafting of the Umbrella Showcase website. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Okay. So
think
you're okay.
I think Alberto's just asking you to use simpler words like globish, just like simpler words like
Yeah, simple.
Okay.
simple.
I
It's even
got it.
simpler. But
You can say
overall,
simple.
I'd say the simpler way to describe it is that the goal is for people to be pre-aware and have a general understanding of our communities and what we're trying to do to support our communities. Before the launch, so that when we do launch, people are ready for the launch. You know what I mean? That's kind of her idea.
That's a good idea, but remember that here is never about the individual. The individual alone is nobody. Nothing can be accomplished by an individual. It can be accomplished through unity, and the unity that we're talking about here is the team. So cool,
Yes.
but don't go and start doing something that the team has not agreed. Especially so important about the launch. So we don't want, my opinion, my feeling, and my
Yeah.
experience. Let's make sure that the team is on board with whatever you're planning. Because we
Of
have a
course.
plan.
Yeah.
We have a plan for the launch, and this is not part of the plan as yet. It's a good idea, very good
Yes.
idea.
Well, we don't actually have a plan for the
We don't
launch.
really have a plan. We have a draft of a plan. And we do have a draft of a plan.
Yes.
But it's
We
definitely
just
not
have
against. It's
reached
not
the
against
drop.
any
Yeah.
plan that we have.
No, it's not against. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying it's cool. I'm saying it's
Yeah.
cool. I'm not saying, but let's make sure that we get on board as a team. So also you get all the support you need, and we understand, and we can help you with that. Remember, I mean, this is the first time I even hear it, which is good, right? So I'm just giving my 2 cents. Uh, I get very. No, it's not about Roberto. Yes, Jennifer. Very cool, for sure. Let's move forward. Yeah.
Yes.
Something else on your check-in, Jennifer?
Sorry.
You still your check-in. You want to say something more?
No, I'm fine. Yeah. And that's exactly what I needed to share.
All right. So you want to take
Thank
notes
you,
for
Jane.
me? Yeah. You
Yes,
want to check
please.
in next? You can take notes for me, Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes,
You
please.
Yeah,
see.
I'm here. I will take note too.
Oh, Joyce. Wow, Joyce. Great.
Yes.
Joyce, so please go first. No, go first. Right. I take notes.
Me first? Okay.
You go first. Yeah.
I'm at 2.2.
Okay.
Um, yeah, sorry, I'm late. Um, wait.
Yeah. How much are
Been
you late?
working. Sorry, been working on worker get verification, deadlines updating, and my handover documents to before I leave.
Full moon, no? Full moon work with you.
Full.
Yeah. Handing over responsibilities for the. Okay. Anything else?
That's all. That's all.
Did you receive the back pay? All good on that? Can you
Yeah,
confirm that?
everything. Thank you very much. Everything.
Okay. Successfully. That's it, friends.
Alberto, I will take note.
You taking note for me?
Yes, I will take
Thank
note.
you. So, definitely better than before. Since we did a lot before on the CC, so I'm gonna say on my 4.21. Yes, 2.
How many? 2.1?
4.21.
4.21.
Yeah, thank you. So I've been working on the, the VA virtual assistance for the SEC filings, and I've
It's easy. It's easy, is it?
been a lot on the phone all day, basically, to get all set up with my mother, taking charge of Alberto's interests into the Betamo. So very excited about this. It makes me feel very good. and it gives me very high confidence that I am going, since now my mom is in charge with Jay and Stefano together. I think everything's going to go well, and I'm going to be stressed more about all of this in the way that I've been stressed lately. So this is very important to me because this is what I really needed in order to be successful in changing and be successful in my profession. But I need a little bit more time. See, and but yes, I'm feeling very good. I'm forward to it. There's still a lot we need to do. On help myself. I'm excited about the session and check.
Did you say SEC? Did you say SEC?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
That will not matter. Taking charge within the betting.
Any more?
Replacing the bet. So I'm excited.
No other else.
Basically, Jay, my mother is coming under FTV. She doesn't know it. That's what's happening. That's pretty cool. Anyways, anyone else? Let's see positions. Jay, you want to facilitate? Yeah, perfect. Jay's facilitator. Undo the. Oh, sorry. Rhythm was paused and bring it back in line. Sorry for that. Is there somebody else that needs to check in?
Nobody.
Buddy?
Nobody
Okay.
else.
Very good. So let's go to positions. So Jennifer, you may know or you may not. I'm going to repeat it. Everybody is required by policy to take a role. So if you go into the positions tab in our notes, you can see that Jay has already taken on facilitation. I am the human timekeeper, so make sure the rhythm is online.
I can do the storyteller.
A pleasure.
Time to
pleasure
pause.
experience.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Did everybody hear it? The rhythm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I can be the storyteller.
Great. Write your name then. I take care of the work priorities
Okay, Jennifer.
and policy keeping as well. I can help with note taking, but I don't want to be responsible for it. Who is doing the live streaming? Is Jay, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
really
Cool. So
indexing.
who's doing this? Joyce. Organization and timekeeping. I'm not good with that. I don't want to do it. Somebody can do it.
Organization.
no one's very good at it.
Yeah, no worries.
Eh, Is it like we need to remind someone or everyone? If let's say we have 12 minutes.
Let's say we give a topic, it's 12 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and in 12 minutes we need to remind everybody the topic to be over.
Okay. Within the limited time. Like we have 5 minutes more for this topic. We need to move on, something like that.
Exactly.
Bravo. Yes.
Let me give it a try. Let me give it a try.
Yes. We want you to make a lot of mistakes, Jen. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Take on everything.
I try to set a timer sometimes, but I always forget because I'm busy doing like 10 other things. All right. Are we good with the positions? There's anything else that's essential? Or?
I think we're good. So focus then.
Hello?
Oh, we got right. One second,
Hi
Everett.
to everyone. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
One second.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Okay.
Can you check in, Everett? Hear us?
Okay. Okay. Let me check in. Yeah. I'm at 2.5.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm a
Michelle.
bit dizzy today. I'm not feeling well. I thank God. I'm happy to be with you guys today. I've been working on payroll and budget.
Time
Check.
for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right. So since we're on our check-in still, I remembered that we do need to be doing the statement
Oh, yes.
that we
Right.
keep getting. So I am willing to continue working half pay stop and getting all the rest in back pay.
Okay. Where are you putting that, Jay?
You stated.
Well, it's
State.
just in the recording, but it's part of our check-ins.
I, Alberto Borghi, am aware that we are on half pay stop, and I'm okay to get paid half of my base pay, rest in back pay.
I,
Okay, I'll go
Joyce.
next.
Okay,
Sorry,
Jen.
go ahead.
Jen. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Aware that we are on half pay stop and agreeing the rest of the payment will go as the back pay.
So okay, I, Joyce, agree to work on half pay, and the rest will receive it on back pay. Everybody?
Hi. uh, ca- Can I go?
Yes, yes.
Hi, Evaristus. I'm aware we are on pay stop. The rest of the payment will go on the half pay stop.
No. Okay.
Um,
The rest in back pay, okay? Understand? Half pay. So
yeah.
your base pay is halved, but you still get the T2MN, the back pay, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
No, you don't need to say sorry, please. You need something, in my opinion.
All right. So are we good, or do we need to continue with Everett?
I think we're good.
We're good. All right. So let's go to our focus and desired outcomes. What should be our first topic? So mainly there's a lot of people that need things. So Alberto has his probation. Alexander needs to do a temp proposal.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And then Joyce had back pay proposal.
Yeah.
And then you said we also might have Abu Bakar, but Abu Bakar's not here. So I left that out.
And also
Other priorities and topics?
yeah, the priorities for the deadlines updating to be voted on.
Okay, proposals for deadlines. Deadline proposals.
And can the work for the communications for the full moon worker criteria be reviewed here, Jay, or another session?
I don't know, we can add it to the list and then see. So full
Okay.
Moon worker criteria.
Yes.
You want to review the communications? Are the communication ready?
Yes, ready. I just told Jay about it.
Are there any other topics? Advice, Jennifer, Joyce. So let's just go
Yes.
over all the topics we have now. Yeah, Jennifer, you had another topic or not?
Yeah, other topic just related to the draft that I have created. I just wanted for you to see it as well.
What is the topic?
Yeah. For the soft launch, social media posts as the drafts that I created.
Okay, so the topic itself, I believe, is Umbrella Showcase website and social media soft launch, right?
Yes. Okay.
So make sure that you're using language that makes sense because we have 20 organizations, so there could be 20 different social medias. The topic is the Umbrella Showcase website.
Okay.
So if that's correct. If it's not correct and there's a different topic, you should let us know what the topic is, right?
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, so my proposal would be to start with the people and put people first. And just go through them all. I don't know, maybe deal with Alberto and Joyce and then the temp proposals.
Yes. Let's take a
I
break.
agree.
Then we can propose the topics.
Right,
Break.
take a break.
Yeah. Break is good.
Alexander. Is my background noisy? Do I have background noise? Jen, can you confirm?
A bit. It's quiet actually.
Okay, thank you.
Getting sleepy? Interesting.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Anyone back? Ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
back.
Okay. So I would propose that we go and start with Joyce, and then Alberta, and then the temporary proposal.
Sounds good to me.
Are there any objections to the topic?
No objection.
None for me.
Just
Is-
one.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say something, guys. We have a lot of work to get off our pace stop, but mainly we need to prevent. We want to prevent. We intend to prevent the upfront pay stop, and we also have organizational support main session. So we want to try to make sure. I mean, we get started with the SEC filing. We need to do the SEC filing by 10 p.m. New York time, right? So in New York now it's 5:30. So we have. Let's try to be efficient with our topics. Say to myself as well, but everybody, let's keep in mind that we need to make sure that we have some time between the main session and the organizational support session, which is covered H3, to do these filings. Otherwise, it's up from pay stop. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, let's get started. Topic 1. Joyce. There.
All right.
Shall
So
I?
Topic 1, Joyce is there.
this is a very quick review. It could take just a minute or two. So at our contentious session, I believe it was yesterday, right? Joyce proposed for back pay, and we approved by willing consensus to pay Joyce the back pay. So this proposal is fine. So Jennifer, you could vote on it if you want to. So we can add your name here if you want to vote. But overall, unless there's any objections or concerns, this would just automatically pass. So the main concern overall is the fact that this represents 10% of our budget. So this will be added to our budget. It's going to affect our loan. It's going to affect.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And it's also good to note that Joyce has officially requested the paid leave for the 2 weeks that she'll be gone. All right. So does anyone have any objections or concern or additional concerns or anything?
No objection. And I'm voting 7.5 for that as well.
Fine. Perfect. All right. So we can update the proposal with the willing consensus 1.133. Wait, yeah, so that's it for this topic. Unless are there any questions about it? All right, so let's go to Alberto's probation review.
I am updating the decision channel with Jennifer's vote. So if somebody can link my tracking probation tracking spreadsheet.
Yeah, I can do that. I have it right here. Is someone doing the tab?
Somebody do the tab.
Tab, yeah, I will do the tab. Yes.
It's on line 5.
I updated the decision.
Okay, so let's take a look here. So we're really just going to focus on the improvements.
So yes, so if you can see, there is a tab status. Okay, so we can put our names here. Okay, so this is okay. I'm moving this to the right. Okay.
Well, we're gonna bring this into our
Notes. Cool.
yeah,
Yes.
no, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Let's bring it down. I'm copying and pasting now.
Okay, so let's just go over them all.
Yeah.
And then we can address any.
Yeah. So I have my evaluation here on all of this. This is my evaluation.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Also, I want to remind everybody the policy here. I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to make some space on top. Okay, let me make some space here. It's important, right? So you can see that if the average is 0 to 25, then I will be immediately proposed to be removed from the batch. Then, if it's orange, I will double the probation period and get double the time. And next time I must get to yellow, or if I don't get to yellow, then I'm automatically proposed to be removed. Then yellow will continue probation for half the time of the first probation and increase the improvements by 10%. If they don't improve 10%, then they get proposed to be removed from the budget. If green or above, then it's done with probation and probation good report to the team. Okay, this is the criteria, guys. This is the protocol. So it's good to have it there. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm going through the categories. So we have prioritizing work, the spiritual rhetoric, reducing spiritual rhetoric, reducing war language, evolving, right? We have the dynamics profile, being responsible for your own actions.
It's not evolving here. I really want to change. I put change.
Changing. Okay, so this is basically reducing dependencies on the team. Help build a professional work environment on refreshing to go along to things that are not about to work. Help build a professional work environment. This is not spelled correctly. I can't tell what that says.
Time to pause.
Excuse me?
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And so this would be like less tangents.
Yeah.
This would be less spiritual, spherical. Not using terms serving J. So this is mentorship, right? Jay's mentorship, which you've been doing pretty good at.
Yeah.
Do the work assignment about the organizing of the policies in general. So this is policy organizing. And then this is real-time policies. And then obviously this is harassment, discrimination. Following policies related to communications with respect to people's time, calming down and waiting to trigger. So this is also, this is following policies, right? Cool. So those are like the categories, which I think help understand what we're talking about. So let's go through them one by one. We can start at the top. Good?
Okay. You want me to take the lead or you want to take the lead? I think it's good you say what you think first.
Yeah, I'll be going through it. So let's start with prioritizing work. So Joyce, do you think Alberto's been prioritizing work since he got back from his vacation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think the percentage would be?
Percentage 85.
85. So let's just go with like 65. Does that sound good?
Okay.
I don't know, guys. The point
I
is
lost
that
connection.
I don't agree very much on 65. It's very high because I've been prioritizing work, but I could have done much better because 65 is very high. I mean,
I know, but we're comparing you to like an average worker, and we're also comparing you to where you were before, which is that you were spending all your time arguing, getting into huge messes with all the problems that were going on, not to mention all of the other issues.
which I did again.
That's your own opinion. I don't think any of us think that you repeated what happened before that put you on probation. Does anyone feel like the problems of that why Alberto was put on probation got repeated?
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
The instance with Mamoon. That's it.
What about the instance with Mamoon?
Saan na ba yun? What do you ask if it got repeated, Jay, right? The misbehave.
Yeah, so
What
you
was your
think
question a while ago?
you think the incident with Ramoon was a repeat of the incident with Luisa?
5% of it.
5%. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
That's my
5%.
point. 5% is not a repeat. It's he tipped towards the problem, but he didn't obviously go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I don't know. Can you see something?
I mean, you can't say something for every one of these, or we'll never get through it. That's the whole problem.
But it's important.
I know it's always going to be important, but
So every time this happens, I try to schedule and I'm never successful. I don't know why. Anyways, just nothing.
I don't even know what that means. But anyway, so can we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So
We have 18 minutes more for the topic. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Jennifer. So let's do 60% for that. So spiritual report. I think that this has been going pretty good. Joyce, Jennifer, Everest, do you feel like you've been hearing a lot of spiritual report from Alberto? It's obviously not
To be
perfect.
honest, it's hard for me to say
Yeah.
something because I am not aware with the issue.
That's fine. You don't have to say anything. It's fine. Joyce, you want to add something? Or?
Simmer down and reduce J. Yeah, it simmered down. Simmered down.
Yeah. So let's say because it's not it doesn't say completely reduce all. It just says simmer down a bit, right? So let's just give this one like what 70%.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have the war language. So you know, it's definitely come up a little bit here and there. I've heard a few things, but nothing like before. So what do you think?
Yeah, it reduced. It
Never
reduced
do.
really. Yeah. Reduced.
So 65, 70%, 65?
Yes.
All right,
Is that
changing.
what's in-
Setback to be able to change practice to improve. Okay, so I mean, I think this has been pretty good. Not about 99%, but you know, like 80%. That sounds good for changing.
Time
Yeah.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I've been actively hearing Alberto say that he's willing and wanting to change. Obviously, we haven't worked on the dynamic profile at all, so that's the same. Being responsible, take responsibility for your own actions. So I think overall this is pretty good. How about you, Joyce? What do you think? What percentage for this?
80.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So not using system and dependencies on others. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard a lot. How about you, Joyce? Have you heard anything? Or I think this is fine. So,
Only one time maybe.
maybe once. Okay, 80%. Less tangents. Helping build professional work environment. Doing tangents about work. You know, it's okay. I mean, it'll help when we get our real-time session policy set up. But what do you think?
60. 60.
60. Right, 60. Less spiritual, etherical. I mean, I feel like you've done pretty good that you do ask. You know, typically
Before, yeah.
you get into spiritual and etherical, so that kind of gives you. So I think it's overall pretty good. What about you, Joyce?
Yes. Maybe this one. What percentage you give? Okay. Can you see?
I mean, at least like 50, 60. So let's do 60 again.
60. Okay. Yes.
Jay, mentorship. I mean, I feel like you've done really good on this. That you've been
Yes.
very, very clearly vocal that I'm your mentor, etc., etc.
Yeah, we have agreement. We have agreement.
With the workers.
Yes, and that's a perfectly professional, normal term for organization. So it's like it's good.
Yeah,
Do policy organizing. Do work assignments around the organizing.
Did you do that? Did you do this, Alberto?
23%.
What do you mean?
The work assigned about the organizing of the policies in general.
Well, you said you got 30%. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I started. I need to review it with Jay before moving forward.
Real-time policies. We got started with that as well. 12% sounds good. Harassment. I mean, you haven't done any harassment. I don't see how you're getting 0% on that.
Well, harassment with Mamoon.
All right, we'll say 90%.
That says no. That says the point is that says no harassment.
Time
Zero
for
harassment.
breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
No discriminatory language.
I don't know if you saw why they broke Mamoon, Jay.
All right, fine. Well, let's say if you did do 25, we'll say 25% on that and see how it goes. Okay. Following policies related to communication. I mean, you're doing pretty good job. We still need to get the policies set up. I don't know. What do you think for that one, Joyce?
Communications people. 80.
80. Okay. Well, I don't know about 80. Let's say 50.
I interrupt you all the time, Jay.
Yeah, let's say 40. You're bringing your number down, Alberto. All right. So anyway,
Because I'm not ready.
between 43 and 56% seems pretty correct. So basically at the 50% mark, which would represent, orange or yellow. So we continue probation for half the time. The first probation improved percentage by 10%. So I mean, I don't know. I would just say like I think the easiest thing to do would just be to agree on 50%, like that you're halfway there.
I feel that yes, 50% is correct. I need a little bit more time, but I'm getting bored. Yeah.
Agree, 50%.
One more week, I think I can do it. Go to the group.
Yeah, you're trying, Alberto. We appreciate.
Yeah, I'm more than trying. I really want to do it. Desiring with all my heart.
So
I believe. I believe.
one thing we could do is if we do 50%, we could just continue the probation time for the same time as before, right? So that would just be an additional 3 weeks, right?
3 weeks, 3 weeks.
10 minutes more for the topic.
Maybe 2 weeks more. 2 weeks.
Well, we're either doing a week and a half for yellow, or we would do orange would be a month and a half, right? Or we could do 3. So let's just put the options here is that, so orange is 6 weeks.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Exactly 50% would be 3 weeks, right? So this is double, this is half. Same. Does that make sense or not?
Yes.
Proposal that Alberto Stevenson complete with his probation expectations and continue probation for 3 more weeks. Or we could do yellow and do 1.5. What do you think?
1.5 is 1.5, right? Okay.
What?
What did you say? 1.5?
1.5 weeks. So our policy right here, it says if in the yellow, 50 to 75%, then you continue probation for half the time of the first probation, improve their percentage complete by 10%. If you don't improve by 10%, then they would automatically get proposed to be removed from the budget.
Seems good. 1.5. 3 weeks. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. 10 weeks.
I prefer to have 3 weeks for sure. Personally, I think it's the one. It makes more sense because the team is saying 56. My personal evaluation is 44. I think 50 is correct. Say 50% there. 3 more weeks. So that I mean, I don't wanna. To me, it's more than a probation. It's a lot more.
5%.
I mean, it's a probation, not a broader probation. Broader.
So I mean, I think it's good. I would say the proposal is Alberto does 3 more weeks. I like it too. 6 weeks. I went 2 on that. I don't think we need to do 6 weeks. So the details would be
Art,
you're required to get to 65%. All right, so
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right, let's take a break, and then we come back. We can vote on this proposal, and then we are good.
okay, I have a question.
All right, but let's take a break. We'll come back.
Yeah, after the break, yeah.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Look here.
Here,
I'm there.
are you back?
I believe Jay is not yet around.
No, I don't think so.
Here.
Okay.
Yes. We have 6 minutes and 24 seconds for the topic.
Awesome. Okay.
Unbelievable, guys. Maybe we found the perfect organization timekeeper because
With
thank you.
seconds, huh?
Thank you.
With
Thank
seconds.
you.
Finally. Okay, so
Finally.
the proposal is that Alberto is 50% complete with this probation, and the expectation is to continue probation for 3 more weeks. So after 3 more weeks, you're required to get to 65%, which means that the probation would need to be over within 4.5 weeks. So within basically a month, you would be done with probation. Does that make sense? Because if you're between 50 and 75%, then you would need to continue probation, and you must increase by 10%. So if you go up by 15% from 50% in 3 weeks, then you would need to go up by at least another 10% over the next 1.5 weeks, which means that would get you above 75%, because 65 plus 10% is 75, which means that
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Does that make sense?
All right. So let me say it in my words. So basically, next review, this 50 is a new. I mean, it's kind of orange, but it's not orange, but it's not yellow. So basically, what we are saying is this: that in order for not being automatically proposed for removal, I need to get at least 15% because it's not really yellow, correct? That's what you're saying, right? Not 10, but 15.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So I will be full yellow. Okay.
So it's kind of creating an in-between orange and yellow, yes.
Very cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Good.
But I feel like 3 weeks is too long to only do 10%, which is why I was thinking 15% would be good. But if you do 25%, then basically that would put you right into the green. But it gives a little bit more slack. Like 50% seems like the correct amount.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Okay, I get it. I have another question. Who put gray? Did you put gray here? Review on September 21st, Thursday? Hello? Did somebody put gray here in the
No, I
proposal?
did not touch. I did not touch.
Jay, was it you?
No, I don't know. Let's just make it. Let's just take it away. Yeah. All right. So any
One
other
question.
any questions about the
Yeah.
proposal?
No
Am I
question.
allowed,
3 more minutes.
Am I allowed as a sign of good faith to be given back the role of moderator so I can do at least the automated reminders, the Discord organizing? No, just moderator. Is
Okay,
it
well, let's
possible?
go on the proposal, and then we can consider the other components of your probation.
Okay.
This includes so that you're relating to the
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So we can review all of your roles, but let's first approve this proposal to do 3 more weeks on the probation, because I think they're separate discussions and separate things.
Okay, I don't have any more questions and I have no concerns. I don't know if somebody has concerns. Does somebody have concerns?
Are there any concerns on the
Nothing.
proposal?
No concern.
Nothing.
Are there any
1 minute and 40 seconds.
None for me.
Are there any objections on the proposal?
No
No.
objection.
Okay, so it looks like we
No
have.
objections.
Ate is here.
Hey, Tay, would you like to check in?
Yes, sure. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I'm at the 2. Not really feeling fine. I've been working on the taxes and payroll. I look forward to the session check.
Cool. So, now that we're done with the probation discussion, there's a question about the roles. So let's go into the roles. My thoughts on the roles, so we have the executive role, the moderator role, the super moderator role, the deputy role, and we have resignation. So the resignation is not applicable anymore, but we made clear that the resignation was not accepted. Did we address that within? Yeah, I think that's all fine. Cool. Please. All right. So let's just delete that one. So in terms of the other 4 here, we have the executive role. You're continuing to not do the executive role, which I think is good. Deputy role in the evaluate coordination. I think the eval coordination works fine.
Yes. I
So
love it.
continue as eval coordination. Continue as a normal worker. Continue as a normal, manager and not executive.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So in terms of the moderator roles, the primary concern, of course, is that unfortunately with Discord, moderation comes with the ability to do, like you're talking about, making the automated reminders. And I don't know if that's a moderator role or super moderator role, but the point is that if someone's going to take on any moderation role, they have to take on all the responsibilities, not just one responsibility. So if all you want to do is this one single thing, it's just not good enough for me.
No, I want to do everything. There's a lot of There's a lot of things that I would like to go back in organizing as I was doing before on Discord. And no, I want to take the I understand perfectly what the moderator role.
Okay, so what's the most important thing that the moderator does in relationship to our Discord server functionality?
The moderator, is the most important thing is the moderator is responsible for making sure that there is no violent language, harassment, discriminatory language, racism, and so, and he can delete messages.
Well, you're not supposed to delete the messages.
You're not supposed.
Yeah, you're supposed to flag them, right? So my concern and my question is like, are you ready to deal with that? Because currently we have the opposite problem, which you are the person who is that was the problem.
The honest answer, Jay, is I'm not sure, but I will want to try. I mean, I'm going to try. I think it would be a good motivation for me to give back the moderator to make better. But I understand if you guys disagree. Absolutely, I do understand, and I cannot say that. I cannot say that I'm ready because we just reviewed it, so I'm not. I'm orange, barely yellow. Let's say barely yellow. So, but I'm not asking for the super moderator. I'm asking for the moderator. So,
well, no, you're asking to be able to do automated reminders. That's what you're asking for.
Not only that. No, not only that. I would
Well,
like
sure,
to be.
not only that, but the point is that could be a super moderator role. We would have to check. Okay, I don't know if you actually can do that as a moderator. Okay.
The automated reminders is a super moderator role.
Time to stretch.
know.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
The super moderator is where you can give roles, you can delete people, you can kick out people. I can check. I will check.
Yes, we can check on that. All right, quick stretch.
Just a reminder, time is up for the topic.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have the Discord moderator role spreadsheet here. Let's see.
All right. So in terms of my system compromise, right, is that I would like someone to take on the role of dealing with the calendar, the Google Calendar.
Sorry. Yeah, so. Yes. Sorry, Jerry. Going back. The moderator, I linked there the spreadsheet. So the moderator is limited. But also the moderator can keep people off the server, banning it. This is something I will do, but addressing issues and communication problems.
Adding, removing bots, setting up and creating document training mode role, creating document channels, So yeah, I mean, it definitely seems that the super moderator is related to.
Yes. So yes, I'm asking for the super moderator.
Automated reminders is super moderator role, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm asking for the super moderator.
Well, and the moderator role, you're asking for both.
Well, the super moderator, the first thing is all moderators' roles and responsibilities, plus the bots. Yes, I'm asking for that.
Okay, so anyways, without further, oh my God, I do not want to see all this. You linked it, just get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're not interested in my request, so let's just go ahead and vote on it and we're done, okay? So options.
Wait. No. Let's go. No. Let's go back to what I said before. Here we verified that, and so I'm updating my request is to consider for the team to agree in giving me back the responsibility as for the super moderator role.
Yes, we heard that. We know. It's the
Okay.
supermodel and the
About your role, no. I
Time
want
to
to talk about
pause.
your role.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I want to talk about this.
It's the moderator role and the super moderator role.
Yes, correct. Okay. So now it's clear. I want to talk about this. The Google Calendar is updating and how to make the Google Calendar event mine. So nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. I don't know why, but it's so important. And since I already have taken on from Joyce the responsibility for the deadlines updating, I have the training, I have the accesses to my FQN exam. It's not mine, sorry, to the account that I'm using as a worker, official FQN. I take it. I want to take it. I want to do it because it's unacceptable. You need to have Google Calendars updated, efficient. Otherwise, how is the public supposed to know whenever? How are we engaging the public without that? It's just, I don't know. Not very successful probability. So I want to do it fast. If it's okay for the team. I want to step up.
Okay, so are we done? Or do you have anything else to say? Are we ready to move on here? Anything else you say?
I have a question. I don't understand, Jay.
Yeah.
So here you're proposing that basically I'm not taking the moderator, but just the Google Calendars.
Yeah. My goal is that the Google Calendar should be used for like 1,000,000 times more for automated
I know.
reminders. I mean, it should be way better, and we can link it to Discord, and everything can happen online on the websites and in automatically linked to Discord and even social media. So it's just like so much better.
Yes. So makes perfect sense. So basically you're saying, Alberto, super moderator, maybe yes, no, yes. Okay, I take it back. I'm taking back my request for super moderation. I'm not ready. It's not healthy. So
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
and instead I'm following Jay's suggestion to take on the role for the Google Calendars updating and take responsibility for focusing on that, because we're gonna have the events reminders through that, like Jay just yes, okay, perfect, thank you.
10 minutes more for the topic.
Okay, I think we're done with this topic then. If
We're
you're
done.
willing to just do the Google Calendars updating and automated reminders, I think that's more than enough. Does
Yes,
anyone have any
it's much.
action with Alberto working on the Google Calendars updating? All right, so I think we're ready for topic 3.
Yes, thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. I mean, this is flowing so much better. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think the Google Calendars will be much more professional and more functional and more publicly accountable, everything. You know, it's just better on every level.
That's better. Yes.
And much easier for people to update, because then everyone can update it instead of just one person. It's better on every level. All right. So
Thank you.
let's go on to topic 3, which is the temp proposals. So we have a lot of temp proposals. We've got Alexander, Mohammed, Roman, and John. So I would do the order with John first because he's got a top. Then I would do Mohammed because we already voted on that one. And we have a policy issue here. So policy and revote. Then we've got Alexander and Romeo. Okay, so let's go through them all. Starting with John. So John, we have a temporary proposal.
All right. So John, we have the pop. We have did the interview. I'm getting the link for the pop. Can you guys update me on the evaluation?
All right, here's John's pop.
Here, I put it in line 8.
And this is
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
it doesn't look like I can get this temp proposal organized very well. Trying to do it. All right, here we go. All right, temporary proposal. Approve preemptive budget proposals for John and temporary hire. So to have clear proposed pay rate, $4.25 per hour includes preemptive budget proposal and agreement. Establish a jurisdictional equity value time for Togo. Position, so he'd be doing, he wants to do deputy role, 510 a month, 30 hours a week. He has a token address and he does communication. So the bottom line here is that this proposal, because if you look at his pop, you will see in his pop that he is currently at $10 an hour for training budget. So that's, and it isn't until October that he switches down to $4.25. So October, November is the current budget.
So obviously, approving a preemptive budget proposal means policy track, and also.
Sure. But it also has to go to the HR board. Like
exactly.
We can't.
And also needs the HR board. So.
Well, no, it only means the HR board. We don't have the ability to break that policy. Only the HR board can break that policy. So the proposal here is do we approve the preemptive budget proposal for John and hire for a temporary hire to send to the HR board. So basically, if we agree to this proposal, we're sending it to the HR board for voting.
Voting form, or we can just put it in Discord.
It doesn't matter whether you do a form or just in Discord, it's the same difference.
Okay, thank you.
But right now we're doing the temporary hire proposal. It's not the official budget proposal.
No, wait.
What happens in 2 weeks?
No, wait. What do you mean temporary? No. We're just voting on sending this to the HR board. The temporary hire.
The HR board doesn't do temporary hires. They only vote on the budget. So the budget happens in 2 weeks. He is also proposing to be hired immediately.
Time to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Instead of waiting 2 weeks. So if we vote no on this, we're saying, okay, we're going to wait 2 weeks and do the normal budget. If we vote yes on this, we're saying, okay, let's consider hiring him immediately. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I would like to rephrase the proposal.
That's fine. All right, let's take a break,
Okay.
and then you can rewrite the proposal, you take a break, and then go over any other questions.
We approve. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it should be to approve the temporary hire of John and to send to the HR board for preemptive budget approval.
Yeah, to pre-approve the proposed preemptive budget proposal to
All right.
be sent to, I'm writing.
All right. So let's take a break. 5-minute break.
Yes. Yeah, I'm rephrasing you.
Praise Center Pop.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay.
Okay, I
We
rephrased
have
it.
20 minutes more for the topic.
How much more?
20.
Much? Okay, 20 more minutes.
Mhm.
20.
How many minutes, Jennifer? Are you clear? 20. Okay, thank you. 20. So I rephrase the proposal like this, Jay. To pre-approve the inclusion of the proposed preemptive budget proposal for John to be sent to the HR board within the FQN cooperation monthly budget monthly budget.
No. That's like our
Huh?
normal. That's our normal process, and we don't have to do that, right? Like there's no proposal to that because it's our normal process.
While approving,
The
here we go.
proposal is to approve John for temporary hire immediately and send to HR board for preemptive budget, preemptive temp budget POP approval. Preemptive temp POP approval.
Perfect, thank you,
Does
Jay.
that make sense? That it's
Yeah.
that it's not the normal process. It's expedited, you know?
Yeah,
So in other words, don't wait for
the
normal
budget.
process.
So we would send already the pop of John for already a preemptive vote by the HR board, right?
Yes, for immediate review.
We can put this as a question.
Based on our interest in having him as a temporary worker. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So does everyone understand the proposal? Are there any questions about the proposal?
I mean, to me,
No
the proposal is
question.
not meeting criteria.
Why?
Yes, I got a question.
Well, what's wrong with the proposal, Alberto? And then we'll go to Ate.
Because the current communication is not successful.
Why? What's wrong with the current communication? He's communicating on Discord. He came to a session. What's the problem?
The problem is that I had a PT with him an hour, and I came out of the PT that my vocal cords were hurt. He's taking on deputy position, so the position is something that needs to be respected. So I would not consider a meeting criteria the communication that John is showing.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And you also said that the interview was difficult because
Maybe we just say communications by email. Okay, but he's communicating. The question is, if we don't like his communication, then we vote no. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let's go to Ate.
You don't like the communication.
Okay, Jerry. So I would like to get clarity. This proposal is to pass $4.25 an hour, not $10, right?
Correct. So we're basically saying that this would need to be approved by the HR board for preemptive budget changes because he currently is at $10 an hour. That make sense?
Okay, so if this proposal passes, then we'll be paying him $4.25, not $10. Yes, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So any other questions, concerns? I put not communicating well, having problems with audio. Are there any other concerns? Obviously.
When we talk of having problems with audio, is it that his gadget is having issues or what?
We don't understand. No. What I understand that he may not even have a gadget. That's what I understand at the moment, because he needs to go into the internet cafe.
Pardon?
But we have a problem, like going into internet cafe is not against policy in any way. It's perfectly fine. The question is, can we hear? And
Okay. Internet cafe.
So in order for him to access a computer, he goes into an internet, which is
I
fine.
have no idea what his computer access is.
That's
Either
what
way,
it's been.
we offer, you know, we offer reimbursement.
My point is this, Jay. If he was applying for, my concern is this: if he was applying for any other position, I would say yes.
I mean, he didn't apply for any other position, and depending on his rankings, he'll be able to
Okay,
choose.
but we are talking about the proposal, correct? The proposal is saying deputy. So the proposal is saying, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. It doesn't exist. We'll see. I'm saying this proposal says that he's applying for deputy. Communication that
Time
they've
for
been shown
breath.
until now.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Can I speak on this? Because it's like, if the team approves John as a team member and approves him in the budget, that does not automatically make him deputy. I approve who's deputy, who's not a deputy, because it's my deputy assistant. So it's irrelevant about the deputy role, because just because someone's approving the budget does not automatically make them deputy. Do you understand?
I know that. I know that I understand. I know that. But moving forward in recruiting somebody that intends to be the deputy successful. Because as soon as my probation is over, I would like to propose back as
Okay, but do you have a question about the proposal?
I have a concern.
The proposal.
I have a concern.
What is your concern?
My concern is that before moving forward, we should talk to John and try to figure out better options for communication. Otherwise, my vote is going to be no. That's my concern.
Okay, well, the concern is that he's not communicating well and having audio problems. I think that's fine. The concerns are already listed.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions or concerns?
None, Chair.
All right, so let's go ahead and vote. I will vote a 5 because I agree that, I hate breaking policy. I don't see why I can't wait 2 weeks for the normal budget process. I mean, this is an option. So I think it's perfectly fine for him to propose preemptive budget changes, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to approve them.
Can you write this down?
If you want to. Alberto, Tay, Everett, Jennifer, Joyce, you want to vote?
Yes, will do.
So you raised a very good point that I wasn't even thinking about, but now that you raised it. I'm actually at 4. I wanted to go to
I'm
5
equally
as
a
well,
4.
but now I'm at 4. You're 4? Okay.
I'm equally a 4. Not equally seeing why we should break policy. We can just wait 2 weeks.
Yeah. Make sure that he gets set up with better communication.
It doesn't, just because you do 2 weeks doesn't mean we don't break policy. We would still have to break policy in 2 weeks in order to do the preemptive.
Time to pause. Please
Yeah.
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
But the main issue, the main question obviously is like, if we want to hire him, that is the main issue. Here. So.
The moment, I don't want to go against the team, but I would have voted the 5. But now I'm at 4.
Jennifer, Everett, Joyce?
Guys, can you vote? Go ahead.
5 for me.
For the deputy.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Everett?
This is state your votes.
My vote is 4.5.
Yeah, I'm on 4.
Okay, so can someone notify
John,
Han
yes.
that it did not pass and that he's welcome to attend a session, including our main session or whatever if he wants? Okay.
Can I,
Yep.
can I, can I, can I go into details about the problem, the concern with the communication?
Yeah, he can attend a session if he wants help to try to improve his communications or whatever needs to be done. Okay, so let's go on to the next person, which is Mohammed. So Mohammed had a proposal for so now we're doing temporary proposals just for the recruitment process because they all come from Workana. If someone could copy and paste these, that'd be helpful. So for some reason, I'm not able to copy and paste them properly. But no,
I,
it may have worked.
I am logging the decision, so.
That's just good enough. Okay, so the proposal from Mohammed is to hire a temporary worker from Workana and complete the recruitment process. So it was $8 per hour before, and then we have difficulty with the policy in relationship to Workana changes. So the policy for Workana budget, temporary budget proposal changes. Temporary budget proposal changes. So our normal policy is that it's full moon, right? So normal policy is full moon is the deadline to make budget changes, right?
Yes, 6 weeks.
But in this case, they haven't filled out the
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Did everybody stretch?
All right, so in this case, they haven't filled out the intake form nor have a POP, right? So they do not have a POP, they don't have an intake form. So under our policies, your POP needs to match your intake form, and your POP, if you want to make changes to your POP or intake form, there's the full moon deadline, everything. So for temporary,
Sorry, Jay, and
what?
The intake form supersedes the POP.
No, the POP is temporary. But the POP is supposed to match your intake form, but if there's slight differences, we don't really care, right? We just want it to generally be in the vicinity of your intake form so that it can match. But the same thing is true. Like we do have a policy that says, policy, your budget proposal needs to be in alignment with your Workana, or let's just say platform profile. So for example, if on their platform profile they say they want $3 per hour, and then on their POP they say they want $15 per hour, it doesn't match, right? It's like, okay, why are you saying $3 per hour, but then you're asking for $15 an hour, right? So that we have that policy as well. So the policy for Workana temporary budget proposal is a little bit of like a gray area. So it's a new proposal, like me and Alberto talked about this, and we said that we could get a new proposal, and so Mohammed gave the amount of $6 per hour, right? So this did not pass with, I believe it was a 4. So the first proposal did not pass with a 4. So then the second proposal we can vote on for $6 an hour, which works out to $6 for full-time work, is $720 a month. But the problem comes in terms of the policy is that based on what me and Alberto talked yesterday, it would mean that if we come back with him, no, we can't do $6, then he comes back, okay, can you do $5? And we have to vote on it again. And then we know we can't do $5. And then it comes back again. It's like, hey, do you do $4? It's never ending. When does it ever end, right? And it just seems like if you are not willing to give a correct rate at the beginning, then you need to wait. So I'm trying to get understanding of like how many times do we need to vote on a Workana temporary budget proposal change over and over and
Time
over.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You know, can they make unlimited changes? Otherwise, it seems like there needs to be a clear policy.
Yes, I agree. There's no policy that, so in the current state, in my understanding, limited. Because until they don't get the chance, because the problem with Workana is that they get temporarily hired, they are not able to move forward with the recruitment process. So
Yeah, but if they want too much money, then we're not hiring them. There's nothing to move forward on.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the point is that they can make they keep on making new updated proposals.
I know, but
There's no policy that
think
is
that's the
preventing
policy.
that.
But that's not the policy. Like nobody can make unlimited changes to their budget anywhere in any of our systems. So that is definitely not the policy. That's what we're talking about, but it obviously doesn't make any sense, right? So we could say they could make one change or two changes maximum. Like, I mean, it doesn't make sense that we would do 100 proposals. They start at $100 and work our way down to $1 and do 100 proposals and take up
Yeah, spend a lot of time on that
50 hours of the core group's team. And it
on a
doesn't make
single
sense,
person.
right? So
5 minutes more for the topic.
So the point is that there has to be a limit. It needs to match our existing models. It can't just be totally random just for Workana and Upwork and other platforms where you're not allowed to leave the platform unless you get hired, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and vote on the proposal. The proposal is for $6 an hour and
I
720.
have another proposal for this.
Jay,
Yeah.
I have a question and a concern. If I'm not making a mistake, according to our recruitment policies, without a POP, I don't think we should move ahead with any proposal or whatsoever. Why is it that they are not having a POP?
Because they can't work on a POP, because they can't go on to Google, because they're not allowed to leave the Workana platform without getting paid. So the only way to hire someone on Workana, Upwork, and other platforms like that is that you have to hire them temporarily to complete the recruitment process. So that's why the proposal says, proposal to basically hire Ramad as a temporary worker to complete the recruitment process. So typically the recruitment process would take somewhere between 2 to 5 hours. So this proposal is basically maxed out at $6 an hour for, let's say, 5 hours. So we're talking about, you know,
Time.
$5 or something like that.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
I have a proposal.
So it shouldn't take longer than 5 hours. So it's only $25 to $50 of value that we're approving. Does that make sense?
Yes, Jay.
I have a proposal, Jay.
Yeah, but if we approved him for another temporary hire proposal, then it would automatically be $720 a month for 30 hours a week, and we need to make sure we're clear on that before approving the temporary hire proposal for the recruitment process, which is only $45 or $50, 25 to $50. Alberto, yeah.
I have this proposal that I think it's very beneficial to pass before moving forward. The proposal is this, to make clarity on the situation. Budget proposals on Workana or similar platforms like Upwork, for example, that require temporary hire in order to get to stage 3 POP in the recruitment process are to be considered like an intake form proposal. So basically, it would be applied to the 6 weeks policy. Before you can update your proposal, but before the proposal is applicable, then the update proposal with a lower pay rate or higher pay rate, whatever it's going to be. There is the 6 weeks policy that's applicable. So you don't pass you need to wait by the full moon in 6 weeks before presenting a different proposal.
Okay, so I feel like I mean, the key thing that when you do a POP and you do an intake form, like when we hire someone for Workana to do the recruitment process, they are required to do the intake form. They are required to do a POP, right? That's what they're being hired to do. So it can't be exactly the equivalent of the intake form, but I do agree that there has to be a limit and there has to be like, a model, where you're not necessarily allowed to change it, but maybe we could have a little bit of wiggle room to work with. I don't know, but it is a little interesting. So I'm fine with just if we say no, it's no, and then we just move on, and that's it. But so let's say we say no on this. I mean, I still think we should vote on the $6 an hour, because we told him that. But in terms of the $8 an hour, let's say we said no on the $8 an hour, and then if the 6 weeks kicks in before he can even do a POP.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You're right, it's confusion the intake form. So I rephrase like this. State 3 POP are to be considered applicable under the 6 weeks policy budget changes. So, which means that the budget proposal, if we pass this budget proposal here of 6 hours, if it doesn't pass, before Mohammed can make a new proposal to the team, he will need to wait. Next full moon is now. When is the next full moon? Full phase. Sorry. So the next full moon is on September 29th, meaning that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would wait November 13th before proposing.
Okay, so I think I have a good policy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The policy proposal would be to approve to allow preemptive budget changes for a temporary recruitment process for a platform that requires it, and the team can vote to break policy without HR budget approval. Right? So basically, it's just for the worker to complete their intake form and POP. So basically, if we want to, we would see the $6 an hour. So as a detail, if we approve this policy, the $6 an hour, $6 per hour would be a preemptive budget proposal only for recruitment. So it has no HR board approval needed because it's only to do the intake form and the POP. If we approve beyond that, the HR board is required to approve it. But just for the intake form and the POP, there's no HR board approval required. And then we just, but we all have to obviously do policy tracking. Okay, that would be the policy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's very different than what we were saying before. It's different, right?
Yes, because basically it's saying like they can propose, as many times as they want to, but we have to, when we approve it, we have to break policy and be in agreement to break policy for their proposal because they are doing a preemptive change. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah, it's a different.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
But it makes it equal to everybody else. It makes the person on Workana equal to anybody else. Because for example, John, who has a POP, is able to make a preemptive budget proposal and do a temporary hire proposal, and they have that right. So why not give that right to someone on Workana? And then on Workana can also do a preemptive budget proposal. For Mohammed, their original pay rate was $8 per hour. They are willing to change to $6 per hour. So we can approve that to allow them to at least do their intake form and POP without getting HR budget approval. After they finish their HR board and POP, then they need to stop, and then they need to get HR board approval before we can hire them temporarily as a normal worker. That make sense?
Yeah, I'm writing down. And,
Well, it's on line 67 is the proposal. Oh, you're writing down the details. Okay, good.
yeah.
So
Different countries, yeah, platforms.
are there any questions on the policy? I would put one more detail in here is that, you know, details when posting jobs on Workana, Upwork, and other platforms like this, we are required to put information about budget changes so that they understand what's going on before they give their proposal, you know, so that they're empowered, they have the information they need. Okay, that's not good.
Totally, yeah.
Yes,
Any
Jim.
questions on the policy proposal? Are there any
No question.
concerns,
No.
objections?
No.
No objection.
So we have consensus on this. So now we can go straight to voting on this $6 option. And Mohammed is in, where's Mohammed? Mohammed is in Pakistan. All right, but first we need to take a break, right? So a 4-minute break.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back and we'll vote on it. We'll vote on it.
Okay.
Avete chiamato? Bem? E aí? Ok, confirmado, 11h30. Veja aí, que eu sou o maior interesse o ligar, porque eu, quanto menos lido com essa situação, quanto mais estou feliz. Então, vou, Flávio, depois não fique chateado se as coisas não vão no seu jeito, né? Porque se você não aparece, quando a gente marca uma ligação, eu, com certeza, em uma situação dessa, não vai ser eu, proativamente, fazer, ter certeza que a ligação acontece. Tá, questão válida. Então, desculpe esses dias, mas estava com a cabeça cheia dessa situação aqui, da minha sala, então, agora está tudo mais na harmonia, então, amanhã, 11h30, me ligue você.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Yes. Back.
Okay, so
Back here.
great. So a couple things.
24 minutes is done for this topic. We can add 10 minutes more.
Yeah, that will be against policy, but we're gonna keep going. So I
Okay.
added a few things to the policy for the details. So line 67, I said that you would document the moon month that the proposal would be applied to. So in this case, the $6 an hour represents the November-December budget changes. From there, I also said that we can estimate in the intake form, POP, interview, and budget process would take between 2 and 8 hours of time. I don't know, how long do you think that would take? And then we can add a number 6. That would be the estimated value of the recruitment process. Do we have an estimated time on how long it takes someone to do their intake form, the POP, interview, and go through the budget process?
Okay, so let's check the responses so we can make an estimate.
There's no responses. I mean, we're just adding this up. So it's just
yeah, I want to understand here from the intake form. We see 1 second how much the people are logging in for time, right? How much it's taking.
So I mean, I would say it's between 15 minutes and a half an hour. POP takes up to an hour,
Yes.
right? Interview could take an hour. Budget process takes at least half an hour, right? So I would say a minimum of 3 hours. So let's say 3 to 9 hours. That sounds correct, right? Depending on how involved they want to get, I'd say 3 to 9 hours.
Absolutely.
So in this case, for $6, it would be between $18 and $54. So that for me would be like number 6. So number 6 would be the recruitment process valued at between $18 to $54. So that's how much money we would be approving in the actual temporary budget as far as the actual cost. So it's not actually $720 a month. We're just approving.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay. So we can make that very clear to the workers who are proposing so that they understand exactly what they're doing. Also, in my mind, and this is part of why this is coming up, once they get out of Workana and they get into the intake form and the POP, they have a little bit of flexibility with their POP and they can read all the information and get more documentation and be like, okay, I need to make my budget proposal as low as possible. So I feel like they should have a little wiggle room when they actually do their official POP and their official intake form to consider going lower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but can we have the link to the Workana profile?
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
It would be helpful.
So this is what I have here. Line 77.
Okay.
Are you going to put it in the detail? Does it work? Or do you have to log in? Or what is it?
I don't know. I'm in Workana. Yeah, I'm in Workana, so I can see that.
So you see their profile?
I do.
Cool. All right. So it works. Great. All right. So I think we are good on the. Are there any other questions Are there any questions?
No
Questions?
question.
My question is.
All right. Are there any other concerns? So for me, the main concern was breaking policy and, high for the jurisdiction. And typically my reasoning why I worry about people's high pay rates is because even if they're willing to go low, like, oh, I want $18 an hour, but oh, I'm willing to take $5 an hour for now, you just know that they're going to go back up. You know what I mean? And so it's going to be a strain on our budget for long term. So when someone with high pay rates at the beginning, my assumption is that even if they're willing to go low for the short term, they're going to want to go back up as soon as possible and get as much money as they can. That's just typically what I always see, you know? But
Workana is $22 an hour.
yeah, but that's like irrelevant. It's not like part of the proposal.
Okay.
Because whatever's on someone's profile is just like, as long as they're not going above the profile rate, that's fine. But I mean, that profile doesn't necessarily mean anything. You know?
Okay. No, but it's related to what you were
Time for
describing
breath.
now.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, great. So let's go ahead and vote unless there's any other questions. So I'm going to vote a, I don't know,
3.
7.
7.
I don't know, at least, I don't know, I'm not really worried about someone doing their pop. So
I'm going to vote. Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to vote a 4. His pay rate is way too high than his jurisdiction.
Oh yeah, that is true. Maybe I'll do like a 6.3. Because that. Maybe it's a bit high.
I'm going to vote a 4.
I'm voting for as well. Same reason with Ate. It's higher than the jurisdiction.
I'm voting a 4.
Okay. All right. So I think what did you vote, Ate? For some reason that disappeared. All right. So it does not pass. Does not pass. But it went up by 0.2. All right. So one other component that I want to mention.
Hello?
Yeah.
Jay, you said something. I didn't get you.
What did you vote?
Your vote. You missed it.
Oh, I vote orally. Let me just put it down there.
Can you say it?
Yeah, I said I was voting a 4. It's okay.
4. Okay. Cool.
I just voted.
Okay. So the bottom line here is that with the policy, so we're done with this one. With the policy, I added that like every time they reapply. So let's say that Mohammed comes back and he's like, okay, I'm willing to do $4 an hour, right? Then instead of it being for the budget changes for November, December, it'll be the budget changes for December, January. So every time he comes back to us, he can never change the November, December budget again. It's set at $6 an hour, and the previous ones are $8.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So then if he proposes again, it would be December, January. He proposes again after that, it would be January, February. And then it keeps going on and on, so that if we did approve him, he wouldn't be able to change his budget until further and further into the future. All right? So that makes sense. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Jay,
let's go on to the next one.
I just need 5 minutes, please.
Oh yeah, that's fine. No problem. So the next one is Alexander. So of all of them, Alexander is the one I'm most excited about. So let's get Alexander's proposal here. Alexander did one thing that was just unbelievable that I've never seen before. And that is he made the proposal immediately with no help, no questions asked, nothing. Just the perfect proposal as is stated here without any help, which we've never seen before. Extremely professional, extremely straightforward. He's only asking for $320 a month for 10 hours a week. So he's starting at like part-time. All looks good. Okay, and this is the first proposal from Alexander. I'm sorry that the format is bad. I just can't get the format. If someone wants to try to copy and paste from Discord with the correct format, I might be able to copy directly from Wakana. I don't know, I'll try.
Where is there? Let me try. Where is that?
It's in the core team.
14. Okay. No, this is Romiel. This is Alexander. Okay. Back. No. Yes, got it. Can I substitute yours? Okay.
Yeah, please.
No, what happened now? I'm going down, guys. Alexander, please come down to 906. 106, thank you, yes. Okay, so the temporary proposal for Alexander.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Stretch it. So this is
Venezuela.
stretch. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have the temporary hire proposal for Alexander. Hourly pay rate is $8 an hour for start. The jurisdiction rate for Venezuela, Caracas, $9.92 per month. To start with the recruitment process and admin assistant duties. I'll provide more details on the project. Not a project, my friend. With that, I will identify what areas I could provide ideas for improvement or support for development. Please don't. No, I'm kidding. I'm able to start with 10 hours weekly and progressively we could grow into more. Okay, this is good. $320 for 10 hours a week. Token address, I want someone else to receive my equity ownership tokens. For communications, I use Google Mail address, Discord, audio sessions, among others. I'm available. Do you have? No, this is just to move forward. I speak Spanish, English, and Portuguese, so we can talk in this language. Thank you. The details that we included here is that they were very organized. And he was very organized. He was very organized and did most everything on its own the first time.
I'll need 5 minutes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions about the proposal, guys? No questions? Okay. Any concerns? Any concerns? How much is going to cost? How much is going to cost?
Yeah, remember we have our new number 6. So the number 6 is new. So for number 6, it's going to be 3 to 6 hours of work for recruitment process, and that equals 3 times 8 is 24, and 8 times 9 is 72. There will be 24 to 72.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So you can see here we're paying $50 or $100 a month for outsourcely, and other platforms. It's reduces some of these costs that you're paying per worker for each recruitment process. But overall, it's worth it, paying this money to make sure people get treated fairly.
Sure. So this was the question. So including that question, how much is going to cost?
Yeah, but that's now number 6. So we're adding that as a 6th component,
Number
temporary hire proposal, specifically for Workana and Upwork and other platforms that require you to pay to complete the recruitment round.
Okay, thank you. Any concerns then, everybody? No concerns? No. No concerns 1, no concerns 2, no concerns 3. No concerns. Objections? Objections 1, objections 2, objections 3? None. Okay. We have consensus. Great. Let's see this, Alexander. Oh, I could have asked the same, the link.
He's welcome to
The link
case.
for the profile.
I have the link.
Can you include it in the proposal, please?
I'll put it here instead of thank you.
Okay, I'll put it in detail. All right. All right, thank you. Anyways, I'm not changing anything. Oh, Alexander. Hi, Alexander. Polyglot. Nice. All right. So this passes. Can we move forward? You, Jay, are going to communicate with all of these people, right?
Yes, but Alexander, we should be able to invite them. Let me look at what the proposal says. Sometimes the proposals don't match. So the proposal is still $10 an hour. So he would have to lower it down to 8, right?
Needs
So
to change. Yeah.
new proposal, yeah, it says $10 an hour. We have to change it to 8.
He needs to update his proposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and just so you know, this is a person who fell through the cracks from before. They said that they would like to schedule, here are some times, and I missed their communications, and that was from 4 months ago. So I disappeared for 4 months, and then I told them, hey, if you're still interested, and they said, oh yeah, sure. And we told them their $10 bid was a little high, but then they agreed on the $8, and so yeah, good, cool.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
This is important to include. Alexander.
What? Oh yeah, it's important for sure.
Had fallen into the cracks of this recruitment. Very good, very good. Very good, we managed to get it back.
That was the same thing with me.
Really? You had fallen into the cracks?
Yeah.
No.
When I saw it the second time, they asked when you guys ask any contribution. I just had to say, I hope this time you guys will get back to me because it's needless posting recruitment. I don't get it back to people.
How do you feel?
Oh.
Not nice.
Yeah,
Wasn't nice.
yeah, not nice, of course.
Ah,
So when I saw it the second time, I just said, let me just apply and see if these people are gonna get back because they ignored me the first time.
yeah, exactly. That's it. So let's make sure that now that Joyce is on leave, we make sure that we don't repeat, we don't bring this bad experience to other people. We make sure
Sure.
that nobody falls into the cracks. Alexander, in Caracas, I invite you to spend some time in Brazil with me.
Hello everyone.
Oh,
All right, so we have one last one to do.
Wait,
This
wait a second, Jay.
We have
Mahmoud
Mamon.
is here.
Mamu, you want
No,
Hi
no,
guys, hi everyone. Hey Alberto.
no. Hi, Ahmed. This is interesting.
Uh, I would like to,
Would like to check in on
um, I'm at 3.5 and been working on budget, payroll, SEO. So
Did you say budget per ACU?
SEO, yeah.
Okay, so the last one is Romeo. It can actually work correctly. So the proposal is $8 an hour. Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica. No, wait.
Jamaica.
Time to
I remember
pause.
talking to someone.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So it's
Higher,
going to be
but
the same value of $24 to $72. This is the first proposal.
and hired only if he sends me 1 pound of weed every month.
Yeah, exactly.
so you do take weed.
Weed is a miracle plant. Yeah. I love weed.
Wow.
On purpose, they destroyed the. No, cars were made with hemp, and you could take a hammer, and but then they invented nylon. So Rockefeller and
There is a
another guy
Stone.
got together and started. Yeah, the price tracking and tangible. Very important. Yeah? Weed, with hemp, you can do anything that you do with cotton, with wood, and with petrol, with
Okay.
oil.
Getting off topic here, and we're way behind time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Better. Cheaper. And let me finish here. You take a plastic bottle made out of hemp, you throw it in nature in 3 or 4 weeks. Yes, listen to this. They made it on purpose in the 1912 or 19th, because they banned a weed hemp. Weed, you can say. I've never heard of anybody like how Snoop Dogg says. You put two gangs in a room with a bottle of rum that is legal,
Which
Okay.
topic is that?
and they kill each other. You put them with a
Mate.
pound of weed, and they become
What's
friends.
going on? Why are we talking about people killing each other?
Jamaica, just Jamaica, man.
Papa.
Sorry. I'm going to
Mama is
police.
talking.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Mama.
Wow. Okay, so are we ready to vote on this or what?
Yeah.
So the temporary proposal, so the proposal is proposal to hire temporary worker Romeo for the recruitment to complete recruitment process from Workana, right? So number one is $8 an hour. Two, Jamaica. Three, recruitment process, $950 a month for 30 hours. We have the token payments that we can do. Just remember that all of these people need to be added
Time
to.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All of these people will need to be added to our payroll system. So let's take a break. When we come back, let's vote on this, and then we'll be done with this topic. Oh no, they're just talking about it. Really good estimate. Huh? Yeah. All right.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Hello, anyone back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so here's the link.
Thank you. Let's see, Ramya. Article drive. $40 an hour, yes.
I mean, people never put like realistic rates there. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen anyone. I mean, the people who put those ridiculous rates, like $40, $80 an hour, you know, they never actually ask for that kind of money because it's just ridiculous. Remember, it's just on their profile. It's not the actual request.
I asked what was on my profile.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if I can verify that. I remember possibly it being different. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is that we just need to vote on the proposal as is, not voting on the profile or voting on the
It was based on the exchange rate of the time. I don't know how it changed.
I don't know, but I think some people even make mistakes on like the number. They're just filling in a number. They could be doing it local, pay me. Just it's like it's confusing with those profiles are not. They don't control the profile, you know.
Oh, I get it.
But the point is that they propose $8 an hour. So are there any the proposals to hire a temporary worker Romal for $8 an hour to complete the recruitment process from Wakana? Are there any questions about the proposal?
No question.
No questions. Okay. Concerns.
Can you
Yes,
speak?
I do have a concern.
It's very high.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. His pay is way too high than his jurisdiction.
But isn't the pay
9,000 to 9,000.
isn't the pay no different than Alexander, or the jurisdiction is different somehow?
No, Alexander's jurisdiction is different. His pay is lower than his jurisdiction.
Well, not technically. He's still at $8 an hour. It's the same, but he's just not doing full time. So you think their jurisdiction is just a little high for their jurisdiction? Okay, concerns high for jurisdiction. Okay.
At least his amount can fit our budget.
And amount would be difficult to fit. Okay, cool.
My concern, it's a bit spiritual, if I can go spiritual. Otherwise, I'm just going to vote.
I mean, I'm ready to vote, but like, if you can tone it down a bit, we'd love to hear it.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I feel that it's no buono. That's it.
Hmm?
I feel there is no buono, no good.
You don't
Nah,
understand.
that you know, it doesn't burn.
I have my guts are telling me to vote no. It's not flowing. It's not flowing.
Okay, but I mean, for me, that is like, there's no concern there. It's just your feeling. It doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, I know it doesn't make any sense. That's why I said, guys, can I say
But
something? It
that's why-
may not make sense.
Whatever you're saying, we need to communicate to her as a concern, and I don't feel comfortable communicating like, oh, we feel that in their guts. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Just vote. It's a personal thing. It's not an organizational concern. Okay, so I'm going to delete it.
Well, to me, it's an organizational concern. Because
Okay, what is the organizational concern? Clarify, because it doesn't make any sense. What do I tell her is the organizational concern?
Him, tell him.
Or him, whatever.
No, it doesn't burn.
It's a big difference.
Vote me out.
The organization is everything for me. The team is everything for me. So if I have concerns, because it's about doing the best decision that I can control. So my vote to make sure that the organization does not waste resources that are very tight in this delicate moment.
Okay, well, isn't that what Ate just said? She said the amount would be difficult to fit the budget.
No, I think that what Ate says, I mean, he's asking something that's congruent to his jurisdiction, right? Jurisdiction is $900. No, sorry.
So are you? You are asking for more money than your jurisdiction too.
Of course. I
So
didn't say
how
that.
is that a reason not to hire someone? I just don't understand. Remember, this is just individual jurisdiction.
I said that to me, the reason that Ate said it's not a good reason. To me, it's not a concern because he's asking something that's congruent to this jurisdiction, in my view. Right? Jurisdiction 649 is asking for $100 more, $200 more. It's
Muhammad was asking for over 3 times jurisdiction, not just $100.
It's a big difference. Here is
Big difference.
I don't see a concern. Concern?
So you have no concern or what? I'm still confused. We're spending 5 minutes on listening to your concern.
No concern. No, let's vote. No concern.
No concern. Okay, great. Let's vote. Moving on. Where are
Jay,
you?
Policy talking.
you forgot Mammon on the voting list.
What about Mamoon?
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready.
Yeah,
Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Okay, so we added Mamoon.
Mamun came in
Great.
15 minutes ago.
Check-in, right? Everyone got Mamoon check-in? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead
Yeah, I
and
thought he already
if
checked
there are questions or concerns, let's go ahead and vote. So
I'm a 4.
I'm a 7.
I'm a 4.
3.
Alexander is reading the tea.
I am at 4.
No, sorry, I'm 3.9.
So can anyone explain exactly like why they are concerned about the recruitment?
I already stated my concern.
That
The
it's just too
amount,
high?
the pardon?
That it's just too high an amount? The
Yeah,
$960?
yeah, it won't be able to fit into our budget.
So just to make sure I'm clear, you guys would prefer them to do less hours. For example, Alexander has exactly the same pay rate. It's just 10 hours instead of 30 hours. So it's only $320 a month. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they should reduce their pay rate. They should bring down the pay
So
rate.
you don't think anyone should be able to work the full time? Okay, great, cool. All right. So anything else on this one?
I
I'm
voted
voting
5.
3.9.
Then
Thank you, Jennifer.
I voted 3.99. It's too incongruent, the information on the profile versus temporary purpose.
So you think that she should? You think that they should increase their pay rate?
Yes.
So you're telling me you would go higher if they increase their pay rate?
I don't know. Then the pay rate would become a concern. It would be a different concern. The current concern that I have is that
Under your personal model,
Okay.
they can never be hired. And I should just tell them they have no chance
I'm not saying that,
without
Jay.
changing the profile.
I am saying what I read. There is too much incongruence in the information that they read in the profile with
Okay,
the priority. So I have a personal feeling that something is not flowing, and I'm voting 3.9.
Okay, so for me, it's like I feel like I would want to disclude. I would propose that we never include Workana profiles ever again.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Are we going to start including people's Facebook profiles and like their LinkedIn profiles, and like all these other profiles too? I mean, I don't understand like why we would.
And people have the intake form, correct, to give us some information about the person.
But they also send us resumes.
We're talking about
resumes as well.
Jay. Look.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about 2472, right? Here for Romuald. Where is Romuald? No, I'm wrong. Okay, but to me it's not 24 or 72, right? To me it's another at least 3 hours of Alberto, 7.45. So I'm going to be communicating with all of these people. I'm going to make sure we get on board, they get orientated, whatever. No, you as well. Let's put another 3 hours of day, $17. And let's put somebody else, maybe Ate, another 3 hours of Ate at 5:33. Right. So how much is that? Okay. So I want to have all the information that I can get before I vote on spending this money. I don't understand why it's so wrong. Okay.
What information do you want?
The link. I want to see the link. I want to read what they say on the link.
Yeah, but see, for me, it's like there's just no way I'm comfortable with that. If you're using that link as just to say that they can never be hired because their profile is too high and they're not allowed to go down to $8, like it doesn't make sense.
I never said that.
I don't agree.
That's exactly what you said. You said that it's incongruent, and I asked you how did you get your 3.99 up, and you said if they increased their pay rate. you would feel comfortable.
It's too incongruent. Too incongruent.
Based on what? What is too incongruent?
Okay. What's the position? We don't know yet. It's just the recruitment process. Okay. There's no position here.
I know, that's my point. It's like all we're asking here is for them to give us more information.
Oh, no, wait.
To be hired, they're human beings. So
Yes,
unless
they're
you
applying
have
for what?
it is too incongruent. I'm trying to get clarity on what is it too incongruent. Otherwise, no one should ever
Incongruent. They are
profile.
okay. They are applying for the position that you posted on Workana for the
Umbrella Showcase website.
Umbrella website. Okay, so this guy says that he's a freelancer expert in writing and translation, and then he says that article writing experience 1 year. Microsoft Excel,
Time to
1
stretch.
to 3 years.
Please stop,
Virtual assistant,
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
The skills do not match the title, right? How can you be an expert freelancer writing and you have 1 year of article writing or I don't know. I mean, these skills, to me, they don't make sense in what he's trying to say. Then he's asking $8. Here he's asking 40. So it's a guy that to me is too incongruent in the information. Means he's not a serious person. I don't want to waste time and uses of the organization. And so we're talking about at least more than $100 here, right? It's not just the cost to pay him. They're all the cost of the organization. And if you want to also put the opportunity cost of us working on something else, it's even higher. So we're talking about every time we need to consider also this cost. So I think this profile is too incongruent. What can I say? If he lowers down the $40,
everything is going to have a cost, right? There's no question. Everything has a cost. Like your entire probation costs us probably $1,000. So if we're talking about cost, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But the point is that the proposal is based on the 6 components of the proposal. So if you're not voting yes or no on the proposal, and instead you're voting on their Workana profile, I have issues.
I'm not working on the program. I'm working on the information. I'm voting based on the information that
in the proposal.
Have.
No, you can have unlimited.
Is the link in the proposal, or am I reading right? The link is in the proposal. I don't know. The link is there. So I take information from the proposal. I'm not taking information from something that is out of the proposal.
The temporary hire proposal is the 5 components of the temporary hire proposal. That is the proposal. That is how temporary hire proposals have always worked. You personally asked for the link for the Workana profile, and from what you're saying, your vote is almost entirely based on their Workana profile, not on their proposal.
No, my vote is based on the information that I have. So I take information from the proposal, I take information from Workana. Okay, we're hiring people here. I don't understand why it's so upsetting the fact that I want to know about these people. I go and I see that, I mean, somebody tells me that an expert and then just doesn't give me something that can be verifiable. The skills are ridiculous. The skills. What can I say? I don't know. What can I say? To me, this is not flowing. I don't like it. I'm voting no. Or take away my vote, whatever.
For me, it's just unacceptable. So for me, the proposal would be to not ever include profiles with temporary hire proposals.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I know, I'm making it. So the proposal line 163 is to not ever include profiles in temporary hire proposals or on top. It's not required, it's not applicable to the evaluation. We have our evaluation model. We interview people, we talk to them, we treat them like human beings.
Yeah.
If it doesn't cost us $200, it costs $200, the situation changes. We're talking about.
I'm fine voting on something and saying it's too expensive. That's not what you said. You said you're voting no on them because not because it was too expensive, but because you feel like their profile is incongruent.
Okay, so first, I feel too incongruent from the profile versus the proposal. I am not comfortable. I'm not comfortable approving a direct cost of $24 to $72 plus indirect costs of at least another $100 for the organization just move forward Romian recruitment process. Okay, you want to come work here, you will do better. I don't know what to say. Me, point is that I'm uncomfortable spending. Organization is such a delicate moment. Resources that we cannot allow ourselves to be spending with
Okay, so
superficiality.
how much money would you spend? So let's say they halved it and it was $12 to, it'll be $72 with divided by 2. 72 divided by 2, so it'll be $36. $12 to $36. How would you vote then if they did $4 an hour?
I'm sorry, but I cannot avoid considering the indirect costs of Alberto, At, and Jay.
Yes, the entire cost is that the longer we sit here and argue about it, the more expensive it is. The costs are literally right here, right now, not having.
We're not spending. We're investing resources, not about Romeo. We're investing resources about making our organization better. So these are good resources, use of resources.
But it's possible that Romeo could be the best thing for our organization that we've ever had. Like, we don't know. We have never even talked to.
I'm not saying that I'm right. What can I say? I'm saying that I'm right. I'll say that I'm using my right to vote what I feel it's right to me.
Yes, and we can disconsider your vote if it's not applicable to our policies and it doesn't follow our
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now
Fine.
inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So I'm the one who needs to talk to Romeo. If they change their budget proposal to $4 an hour for the temporary recruitment process and it's $12 to $36 estimated cost, what would you vote on then?
No, I'm asking you a question. Jay, do you think that we should move forward, Romeo? Recruitment process? Writing down. Jay, do you think that we should move forward the recruitment process for Romeo?
I voted 7. I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm voting a 6.5.
Why are you voting a 6.5?
Because I trust Jay's judgment way more than mine.
Like, for me, I just could care less about Romeo. All I care about is the fact that, Romeo is one of dozens of people that might come from Workana, including yourself, Alberto. And so we want to make sure that whatever process we have of dealing with Workana is functional for everybody. Romeo is just one human being that represents dozens and dozens of human beings that all could be coming through Workana. So for me, it's not about.
I did not.
That function.
I got hired immediately in Workana. I did not go through the temporary hire.
No, everybody from
No,
always
sorry,
goes to temporary hire. You're totally
Anyway,
wrong.
my profile in Workana, you want to see my profile in Workana, it's something different. So you see my profile, I think. But anyways, whatever.
That's an opinion. Okay. How you opinionate your profile and compare that to other people?
I'm voting. My vote is my opinion. I don't know what to say.
Treat people as human beings.
I'm treating the people that I care about as human beings. I don't want people that I care about to go into waste of time. But I trust your judgment.
That's the foundation to corruption. The foundation to all corruption is that everybody cares about their family and the people that they know and they care about, so then they become corrupt. That's
No. Because I care about the people that I care, because I know that these people are the ones that want to transform the planet. So I'm thinking about the children and their innocence and the nature being destroyed all the time. So when I say that I don't want to drain my time, I don't want to waste our resources in a delicate moment, I'm thinking about going there. So that's all related. So don't say that I just care about some people. I care about the whole planet. I care the people that deserve to be cared about. Nobody gives a shit. That's
All
what
right.
I'm
So
hearing about.
as long
Time
as
to
people
pause.
want-
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count.
Anyways,
1, 2,
I don't understand
3,
why you're doing it
4,
so long.
5. Open
I'll
your
change my
eyes.
vote.
Okay.
6.5 because I trust
So
your
as
judgment way more than
long
mine.
as people on Workana have a opportunity to get hired, that's all I care about. So if they can lower their pay rate and that people could approve them, that's what matters. Okay.
Yes, Jay.
To me,
Yes,
the pay
yes.
rate makes perfectly sense for compared to the resolution.
And also, I want to make it very clear that they can also lower their hours per week, because that is slightly different than just lowering their pay rate. All right.
No,
So,
they should know. They should know the pay rate.
yeah. So I still want to go to line 63 and do the proposal. Here, let me make sure that they know that they're waiting right now. So I'm gonna let them know it didn't pass. So the proposal is to not include profiles within temporary hire proposals or on POPs. It's not required, it's not applicable. We do not ever ask anyone to put their personal profiles on our voting for recruitment. We never have, and I don't think we should ever do it in the future.
Yes.
So this is the first time we've ever done it. I think it ended in disaster. I didn't like it. And
I agree.
any questions on the proposal?
No.
No for me.
I think the only other detail here is that obviously, details obviously a potential recruit is fully empowered to include their resume, links, LinkedIn, or any other information they purposely want to include. So if they want to include it and they feel that this profile represents their interests, they should be able to present themselves, not Workana does not control their image, is basically my point. Only the individual should be able to control their image, not some company.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, any other concerns or questions?
No.
Not for me.
Concern?
Okay, no objections. So I think we have consensus
No
on
questions.
that one.
Yes.
Julio.
Clarity over the answer. Perfect.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
So can we take the break and then no, we need to finish. Okay, break.
Finish.
I thought we could already go into the vlog, but we still need to finish.
Let's please take a break.
Yeah,
Break.
let's just take a break. Correct. Break is
Yeah,
good.
but we're done with this. Oh, actually, the only other thing for this topic before the break is praise has a top supposedly. So someone needs to make sure that they're reviewing praise's top. Who's overseeing praise's top?
The team.
Who is reviewing? Who is reviewing? Like praise's pop is ready for review. Who's reviewing it?
Who's communicating with praise? Who's the last one who communicated with praise? Joyce, I think. Yes. So, Ate, you want to do it? Or Jennifer or somebody? Hello?
All right.
I
Anyways,
can communicate with Praise. Yeah.
let's just address that when we get back, and then we can continue. Okay. So 5-minute break, or 4.5-minute break.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, anyone ready?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, guys, that I may have raised my voice over the limit, but I used a bad word. So I'll do policy tracking. I'm sorry.
Well, they get a little
So you
right?
use it in Spanish?
Or Portuguese or whatever, Italian.
Excuse me, what did you say?
But did you use the word in Spanish?
No, in English. In English.
All right, well,
Okay, I
anyways,
didn't hear it.
I didn't notice it. It wasn't very.
Yeah, me too. I didn't notice it.
Let's just move on. So the praise for pop. Does anyone have the link to praise this pop, and who is going to review it? Because it does need to be reviewed.
I have seen Eileen responded on her pop on August 30th that she will be checking, then she will contact
What
her back.
channel
That's what.
though? Where is it?
It is on general.
Oh, it's in general. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So let's just link this. So who can go over this? Who can review praises pops? The pop verification is quite simple.
You want to do it now? No. We're going to assign.
I just want someone to take on the responsibility. We have
I
one,
do
two.
it. I do
Albert,
it.
are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I would love to do it. Thank you.
Okay, so that brings us to view up. So why does it say Mamoon? Oh, I want to say one other thing before we move on. For me, spending this time and potentially even going on upfront pay stop in order to treat people like human beings is for me 100% worth it. So I have no problem spending the time going through each worker that we potentially might hire because it's just the right thing to do. They are on upfront pay stop, you know? We're the ones getting paid, they're the ones not getting paid. So it's like we should consider their proposals. All right, Mamoon, what is up with the Mamoon? What does Mamoon want to do next? Options, what does this mean? What is this, Mamoon?
I want to talk to Mamoon. I want to see what Mamoon wants to do. Because I'm willing to pay Mamoon to not to work if he wants to do that.
Okay, well, paying someone to not work is not exactly within our
No.
policies.
No, but he doesn't like to work here. Doesn't take it serious. If he wants to enjoy life, if he enjoys, I enjoy. Okay, so Mamoon.
Okay, well, this sounds like contentious situation. So you are proposing contentious situation.
Yes.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I would like Mamoon to stay here. I like Mamoon. He's a very good person. He's a very nice
Right, yeah.
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, like for me, I would just call vibes. I would just call vibes on the idea of paying someone in order to leave because they're asking someone to quit as opposed and putting pressure on them to quit, right? So for me,
I mean, to leave to do what he likes to do because he definitely doesn't like to work here.
okay,
No,
but that's
you.
I want to hear from Mamoon.
all I'm hearing from you, Alberto. Is
No. But you are judging. You are judging.
Yeah,
You are saying what he never said.
I know.
So please, let's pause and do the right thing. Don't
Yeah.
judge. Don't say what somebody did not say. Don't assume.
Yeah, you're
Let's
right.
walk
You're right.
back. We are not
And
in this
either
space
way,
here.
you need to be doing, if we have our policy set up for real-time session policies, it would be against policy to be going off topic because right now the topic is the view up and you are talking about your opinions, how you feel about people, what you think they should do. Those are all not acceptable because they're off topic right now. All we care about is what is the topic, what do you want to talk about, what is the desired outcome. Anything beyond that about your personal opinions about it all is obviously off topic.
My desired outcome is
Yes.
talk to Mamoon. Mamoon is here. Let's get the opportunity. We are prioritizing human beings. Let's prioritize Mamoon.
Right, so we got that. So other possible topics include the deadline proposals, which affects the entire organization. We have the real-time session policies, which obviously affects us continuously. We dealt with all that. We have
So
check-in. We did that.
We have
Worker criteria, Umbrella Showcase website, and the soft launch.
Jay, we have organizational support in 1 hour, 55 minutes.
Yeah, so there's also preparation for org support. So we have a maximum 30 more minutes. Yeah.
So it's either Mamoon to me, or we stop here and we try to get the filing for the SEC, which I believe is.
Yes, very important. I believe we should stop here.
I believe we should prioritize Mamoon.
Well, I just want to say that even if we stopped here, there's no guarantee that we're going to get the filing done today. You see what I'm saying?
I know. I want to.
So we can stop here all we want to, but it doesn't mean that we're going to meet our deadline. So ideally, we would have scheduled for Hydra Hour 2, but we didn't.
Yeah, I know. I know. So
time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So here's the deal. I'm down to talk about Mamoon and the contentious situation as long as we also focus on something that's important to the organization, like the deadlines or the real-time policies or the proposal for prioritizing our weekly check-ins or the Umbrella Showcase website, Prime Trajectory, Bowman Worker Barricade. There's got to be something. And I don't only want to talk about contentious and Mammoth.
I mean, to me, there's no time. We have organization support.
I'm
Yeah.
proposing for the deadline.
Deadline proposals? Okay, so I would propose we do 12 minutes on deadline proposals, and then we do 12 minutes on Mammoth. On contentious situation. So this would be 6 to 12 minutes on deadline.
I don't see why Mamoon should not be prioritized first, like we prioritize the Arabs.
Because it's not Mamoon, it's actually you, Alberto. It's prioritizing Alberto talking about Mamoon. It's not prioritizing Mamoon.
It's not a team, it's Alberto's. It's Alberto.
It's you wanting to talk about Mamoon, and so it's prioritizing Alberto.
No, I don't want to talk at all. I want Mamoon to talk. That's it.
No,
I can mute myself for the whole segment. I don't care. I want to hear from you.
Because
happen, but
yeah, I really doubt if that can happen. And I'm sensing a lot of noise here coming up very soon. So I don't just like feel comfortable to even continue if we have to prioritize Mamoon and Alberto and all the rest, because
you don't have to do
Alberto
nothing.
you will definitely start shouting. You know, you should not disturb the session.
Well, that's in another opinion.
Assumption.
Right? It's an assumption.
Yeah, it's an opinion.
Assumptions about.
You're judging.
Alberto, you have teach me how to work on
Mamoon, what do you want
assumption.
to do? Mamoon, speak. Are you there, Mamoon?
Or are you forcing him to speak?
Mamoon, are you there?
Okay.
I don't even know Mamoon's here right now. Can someone send Mamoon a message on Discord, please?
Mamoon is there.
Can someone please send a message to Mamoon on Discord, please?
Yes, I'm doing it.
Alberto, you're going to send a message? Okay.
Yes, I'm doing
it. Okay, so let's see if Mamoon comes back. But the bottom line here is that the desired outcome for the deadline proposals is to get started on approving some of our new deadlines. And then at the situation, I think that's
time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And others commit moving forward. So for me, for the contentious situation, we are reviewing for Mamoon what happened yesterday and understand his and other commitments moving forward with the team. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so I would say we do quick on each of those, see if we can get done in half an hour, and then check out so we get a small break before the organizational support session.
Okay, since Mamoon is not here, my proposal is to stop and try to do this filing for the SEC and prevent upfront risk. That's something. Let's try.
What did you say? Oh, you want to do the deadline.
Work.
I mean, again, we can just stop. I don't know if that's going to make us meet the deadline. Those are two separate things. But I'm down to stop and do checkouts. So if there's no objection to stopping doing checkouts, I have no problem with that. I don't know if that's going to meet the deadline, though.
I mean, if we schedule that we stop with the checkouts and we immediately jump on RBT and we try to do the SEC filings before the start of the organization support of the session, I am all systems go on this. Otherwise, let's just continue and then.
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing on it is that at the beginning of the session, we make the priorities. If you don't prioritize the work and you split up into buddy teams, then you're not prioritizing the work. We did not prioritize the deadline. We did not prioritize SEC. We did not prioritize preventing upfront pay stop. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Instead, we prioritize people. We prioritize Joyce. We prioritize Alberto. We prioritize, Alexander, Mohammed, Romeo, and John above ourselves as a team. And so now we're going on upfront pay stop for a couple hours until tomorrow when we can do the work. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's
It's of course a big deal.
So for me, the most efficient use of time would be to figure out how to solve the mess that is our team and why we are not adjusting our deadlines. And for me, that would be line 20, which is the proposal for prioritizing and getting organized and dealing with the weekly check-in time, because I think that this would actually help.
Time to stretch.
Yes,
Please
I
stop,
agree.
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch. Okay. So that's what I would propose that we focus our time on, is getting organized, because
Yeah.
we are a mess.
Yeah, I agree. No objection from my side.
Is everyone else okay with that? So basically,
I agree.
I have this new proposal for prioritizing and getting organized. So basically, the topic is weekly check-ins and you know, getting organized, right? Getting organized. And we do 12 to 24 minutes, one segment, and then we do our wrap up.
Yeah, wrap up.
Is all agreement on the topic?
Yes.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Good. Because we have such little time, let's do 9 to 18 minutes, just because we know we have limited time. Okay.
Okay.
And Jennifer, if you
Creating
can help us stay on time here, this would be amazing. You can do that.
Topic 4. Creating topic 4. Okay. Topic 4 is there. So you're linking, you're copy and pasting the proposal, Jay?
Oh, you wish, don't you? No, there's no,
Of course.
there's no proposal yet.
I thought you already had a proposal ready.
Discussed it a little bit. I mean, I have a proposal. It's just not documented yet. It's not organized yet. So let's just go through. Let's present everything. We'll document it. We'll go from there. Oh, by the way, Praise said that they want to reduce their hours to 24 hours. I don't know if that's enough.
Time to pause. Please stop, close your eyes, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, so the basic idea is this. Currently, if you go to someone's work hour tracking spreadsheet, so if we can link a work hours tracking spreadsheet, you will have something that says general worker responsibilities, 1.5 hours per week. Is everyone following me so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
basically, what I'm proposing is that we would split the general worker responsibilities into, let's call them priority or essential worker responsibilities. So you have general worker responsibilities, 1.5 hours, and you have essential worker responsibilities, 1.5 hours a week. So what I'm calling an essential worker responsibility is the weekly check-in, because we all know we need to do the weekly check-ins, but we're not doing them. So the idea is, okay, what if we actually pay people to do the weekly check-ins? This would also include a new getting organized responsibility, right? So, and I'm going to go through that next, which is very important. This would also include your work hours tracking and value tracking. It would also include client hours and internal ops hours tracking for the team. And it would include, I believe, one other thing that I might have forgotten what it was. Anyways, so do you guys understand kind of the concept here, how important it is to make sure that these particular essential worker responsibilities are happening every single week? Okay, so this would mean, you know, I'm not happy about this, but if you add it all together, you would have 1.5 hours for general responsibilities, 1.5 hours for essential worker responsibilities. You would get your training hours for 1.5 hours per week, and then you would have main sessions. So overall, you're looking at a minimum of 6 hours per week, which basically brings you to the point that if someone only wants to work 10 hours per week, they only have basically 2 responsibilities that they could possibly do.
Yeah.
So it's like as soon as you get into the 10 hours per week, it becomes kind of silly. But we can, you know, for someone who's doing 10 hours a week, we can just say, okay, you're only doing your essential worker responsibility, or you know, all your other general paid work responsibilities.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, so let me go through the new getting organized responsibilities. So the idea is to create a responsibility. Again, you're paid to do this, an extra hour and a half per week. So new responsibility, and this would be basically, you know, in the top 5 responsibilities in stage 5 training. So it'd be very, very high up on the responsibility list. And what you would learn is a very, very simple thing. It would be self-facilitation, self-organizing, self-management, coordination. Basically, we are a global organization and we do not have the capacity nor ability to coordinate and organize each worker. If workers are not able to organize and coordinate and manage themselves, we have no chance, because we are a global distributed organization across the world. So the idea is to do a training on how to get yourself organized, how to organize your responsibilities, how to get assigned responsibilities, how to manage your responsibility schedule, how to understand your deadlines, how to know your schedule for the next 2 weeks. Just all these things you need to do. How to do responses, how to do et cetera, et cetera. So you just need to be organized as a worker, and this responsibility would just show you everything you need to do to be organized and functional. I'm also open to making it a process. Maybe each one of these is a responsibility, and it's actually a process in that you have 7 responsibilities within it, responsibilities. So anyways, I'm down to do whatever we want to do, but the idea is that I feel like we need to give everyone a chance to self-organize. And if they're not capable of self-organizing, they can't do this responsibility, then we need to remove them from the team. I think this would be a good filter for having a functional team.
Sure.
And one of the very first trainings that we do, and one of the very first evaluations that we do in terms of, we could even add this to our evaluation, which would be basically self-organizing, self-management, self-coordination. Are you capable of getting organized as a team member on your own?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Because there's just way too much just showing up and not being organized going on. So anyway, that's my proposal. That's my idea. It's pretty extensive. It relates into our entire systems, and it also relates to something specifically called staff resilience. So I can link that if you want to know more about staff resilient systems, but I think that's pretty much it. Any questions or staff resiliency?
My question is, so next step, we will prioritize that during IBT session and get a proposal drafted, or organize the process, or, I mean, develop this very, very, very cool outline. I don't know how to call it.
Idea.
Yeah, it's more than idea.
Yeah, so part of our models and systems, I mean, this is basically just evolving our methodology, right? So this is all existing within us, just evolving a little bit, like adding an essential workers responsibility, separating from general workers responsibilities. And then this goes into our, what I would call our personnel resilience super systems. And when we talk about super systems, it's connecting all these different various systems together. And the key process here that we're going for is, for example, all workers should be able to oversee their own recruitment. So when we get a new recruit, a new potential recruit should be able to recruit themselves, get involved, do their POP, verify everything, move it all forward, get approved, get proposed and approved into the budget without any need for the workers to be involved. That is the end goal, right? You guys understand what a resilient super system in relationship to recruitment would be. So let me make sure this is really clear. This is very, very important. A resilient super system in terms of recruitment is that every new potential recruit can use our portal for self-recruitment and go through the entire process and be proposed into the budget without any or at least minimal involvement from existing workers. That's the goal. So that applied to active personnel. So a resilient super system in terms of personnel, active paid personnel, is that every existing worker can use our, and eventually
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Okay, so eventually we'll have some sort of organizing co-op portal where workers can get self-coordinated, self-organized, and need minimal involvement from any other worker to get completely assigned all their work, training, and collaborative processes, right? So everything involved in working with a team, collaborative team processes would just be automated for self-resiliency of each individual worker. It would be self-reliant. So that's the idea of the resilient super systems of our personnel, of our recruitment and everything. So you can see that already happening. We've been working on this for a very, very long time, but the idea is to continue to evolve it and get our workers even more self-functioning. And then this also includes, in relationship to what I was saying before, that this new responsibility or process of getting organized for self-facilitation, self-coordination, self-management could also be used as a filter and evaluation tool to basically weed out workers who are not capable of organizing themselves, right? We are a global organization. There's no way we can micromanage individuals across the whole planet. It's just impossible. All right, so I think we should skip the break. And just go into wrap up and checkouts. Like, I mean, we don't need to vote on this now. The idea, I mean, it already exists. Like, the only thing that we're really talking about doing is adding a new essential workers responsibility at 1.5 hours per week. And that would be part of the weekly check-in. So unless there's any objections to that, I think we would just do that. And then everything from there of setting up the personnel resilient super system with the self-facilitation, self-organizing, self-management would come from that. If you want your 1.5 hours per week, you need to prioritize working with me to get the weekly check-in set up, to get the new organizing responsibility set up. And then you can already start tracking your hours and client hours and things like that as part of that time as well. Okay.
Oh, this 1.5 hours day is, how is it called? That we'll be adding.
Essential worker responsibilities.
Essential worker responsibility.
So you have your general worker responsibilities, which is all you wrote this in already. General communications, scheduling responses, main sessions, like all of this, like normal worker responsibilities, or a whole bunch of them. But then we're saying there's a couple responsibilities that are essential, including your weekly check-ins, which has to do with team income, your work hours tracking, which has to do with team income, your client hours and internal ops hours tracking, which has to do with team income. And then new getting organized responsibility, which has to do with your ability to support the team and do your work, right? So these things are just essential to be done every single week. And the idea is that we would pay people to do that.
Cool, Jay. I mean, this is goosebumps.
I mean, we got to do something. Whatever is happening right now, there's something not working. We need to change it. We need to make it work. This is the idea that I had in terms of how to change that.
I'm talking about there's a background noise coming from somebody. Can people mute themselves?
Yeah, there is some background noise. I don't know where it's from though.
Talking about the echo, I mean,
maybe it's Mamoon snoring or something. I'll mute Mamoon. Here, I'll mute him. Okay.
Mamoon is becoming like, I don't know, the mascot. No, I'm not sure. So
We get 6 minutes more for the topic.
Okay. So, anyways, I feel like, are there any questions here? Otherwise, I feel like we're
I
done.
have a question.
Yes.
Can we give?
No, it's just
Jennifer
just
a
good.
big fat gold star.
Oh yeah, you get at least an hour gold star because you have done the most amazing job on the organizational timekeeping we've ever seen, Jennifer. And if you could write up how to oversee the organizational timekeeping, that would be even more amazing. So if you go to the info tab, the positions tab, you will see on line 17, it has a link to the session roles. So you could make sure there's a section on organizational timekeeping and then write how you do so well at it. I mean, it's amazing. Okay.
I would. Thank you.
So we can try to train other people to be as good as you. All right. So there was questions.
No, that was my question.
That was your question. Okay. Anything else on this?
So everybody can already add this to their tracking hours.
I mean, I think we should just give it a try, but only in the context that, we need to focus on weekly check-ins and getting the new responsibility organized. Otherwise, people should not be tracking these hours because it's just like, we need to actually do the work. We can't just like, oh, I'm going to track an hour and a half extra and not do any additional work, right? That's not what we're looking for. Okay.
I have a question, Jane.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, based on my understanding, the working hours that we should be doing is accordingly on the schedule that we set up, right? If there is any changes or something came up, we are
And
It's
the
4
break,
o'clock.
it in
time to
Discord
start. Please get focused on the session.
or proposing it in the Discord, right? If there will be an agreement to that.
Agreement to what?
Sorry, it's supposedly that we are working on a DT session according on what is scheduled weekly. However, if there is other proposal, like I used to see the timing is being changed, the topic as well, because if there will be like a deadline, this is what is happening this past week. So this is something that someone is proposing this, then if you agreed upon, then we are good to go for that. That is how it works, right?
So are you talking about just like getting organized as a worker?
Yes, because like for me, I am more on basing on what was the schedule I sign up.
Yeah.
So
So
that
Yes.
So getting signed up to be on the schedule is extremely important, right? That's part of getting organized. And then from there, you need to know what your responsibilities are, what your assignments are. So if you're signing up for client work session, you need to have client work. What is your client work?
Yes, Jay,
Yeah.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, I think Jennifer is like trying to ask that, let's just say for example there is on the pay stop deadlines channel, and it says that we'll be going on half pay stuff for maybe management status update. And Jennifer feels like taking that responsibility and working on it, but it is not on her tracking sheet. Is that what you're saying, Jennifer?
And now what I'm trying to say is based on the job itself, because my goal is to learn everything as much as I can on the shorter
Definitely.
time. So let's say
Mm-hmm.
if I am assigned for this week with the client work, then I see
Mm-hmm.
that, for example, Eileen is scheduled and Mamun with me as a for BT assigned in doing a client work. However, I couldn't see them that they are responding in Discord. So how I will be doing the job by myself without even having the idea, because what I am after is I want to be trained in every aspect of the job as much as I can, so I can
So
help
you
out.
can just communicate on this call. You can say you're available to schedule for this. Who else is available to work with you?
So
Someone
is
I might
this
show up if I'm
accordingly?
available.
Yeah. Is this accordingly
Yeah,
on what the scheduled I sign up, or we can do it on the side because
Yeah,
I don't
on
want
the
to
side,
cross the
additional.
hours. Mhm.
Yeah, you can schedule additional hours. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's no maximum number of hours
Time
you
to
can work.
pause.
yes.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
But there's no maximum number of hours you can work. But anything above your budgeted hours is considered
It's back
back
pay.
pay. Is back pay. So
Yeah.
your budgeted hours get paid as your base pay. Any overnight hours that you're tracking, you're getting your bonus pay for, because you're getting overtime bonus for nighttime work.
Mhm.
And then anything in addition to that is considered back pay benefit. So it goes into your half year bonuses and your paid leave and your vacation time and your all that kind of stuff. That make sense?
I got it. Yeah.
And of course, you're
Thank you.
getting equity and you're getting your full ownership value in the co-op. So because we're an equity owned co-op, right? So all the workers
Yeah.
collectively own the company together.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes. And
yeah,
so if in case you see a responsibility that you would like to take on, and the responsibility is not in your tracking sheet, because when you work on a responsibility, you need to track that against the responsibility on the tracking sheet. If you see it's not there, during a main session like this, you can propose that it should focus on maybe a topic like Jennifer, that you should work on your tracking sheet. You propose other sessions and Jay can add it in your tracking sheet. I don't think you're allowed to add it on your own, Jay. Am I correct?
well, that's part of what we want to try to do, is that we want to try to get everyone's work hour tracking spreadsheets updated properly and making sure all their responsibilities are correct. So it's everybody's, what the most important thing I'm trying to make sure is clear is that every single worker's responsibility to make sure the work hours tracking spreadsheet is correct. So we're saying you can add 1.5 hours for essential worker responsibilities if you're working 15 hours per week or more. So I'd say if you're working more than 15 hours per week or more, then you can add, what? Okay, then you can add the essential worker responsibilities for 1.5 hours. All right, and so basically that would include making sure your work hours tracking spreadsheet is updated, which you should be doing anyways, but if you don't feel comfortable updating it yourself, then you need to schedule and prioritize with other workers to review and go over it with you. When it's scheduled for me, I'm happy to go over it with you and make sure it's correct.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
Okay. Thanks for
But,
clarifying.
but
thank you.
everything is always the worker's responsibility, right? Getting organized, having yourself coordinated with your assignments and your work assignments and what you're achieving. There is no way that I can do that for everybody. There's no way Alberto could do that for everybody. There's no way that me, Alberto, Joyce, and they could do that for everybody. Everyone.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So
That's what
I
we're
think-
talking about, the personal resilience.
Exactly. That is the individual. So I think that the best way to think about this is that this is the very beginning. I would say this is the very beginning, the first step, and the core value is empowerment and self-resiliency, right? And you know, just like self-empowerment, right, of each worker. And the context of this is that this is sort of like the foundation to our work and team and organizational culture. Our work organizational culture as a team, as an organization, as a vortex is self-empowerment, self-resiliency, self-facilitation, self-organization, self-management, self-coordination. If we can create a group of people across the world who take it upon themselves to be organized and to do what needs to be done to make the world a better place, nothing can stop us. But if everything is dependent on somebody, you know, overseeing every single little thing you're trying to do and telling you what to do and having to go over every little detail with you over and over and over again, we're never going to make progress. You guys see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yes.
when we are launching, there's going to be thousands of people that are going to work in this field. So,
and the first thing we should train them on is self-resiliency, self-empowerment, self-engagement, you know? I think that it's all about self-empowerment, self-engagement. And if we can create a culture of self-engagement, self-empowerment, self-resiliency, where every single worker from the moment they get involved is educated, trained, and empowered. I mean, if you really think about it, this is the one and only training that will ever need to happen. You train them how to empower themselves, how to work within our systems to get themselves organized and take on their own assignments. Then you never have to train them ever again because they will train themselves and ensure that they're getting the training they need forever. Does that make sense?
So Jay, you created this document in 2018. Took you only 5 years to say this is the first step for everything.
Well, I mean, we've been working on this
maybe it was working before.
We've been working on this the whole time. Like our entire model is based on this this document where workers, you know, choose their own pay rate. They do their own tracking of their hours. You know, all of the recruitment is basically
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I think this is a great next step in terms of the organizational assessment. I want to do a full evaluated assessment on two things: a full evaluation and assessment on the recruitment process for every single instance when a potential new recruit is disempowered and dependent on an existing worker. We want to look at every single instance within the entire recruitment process of anywhere where a worker needs to get involved to allow the new potential recruit, to move forward in the process, because we want the process to be automatic. And then we want to do a full evaluation and assessment on the self engagement and empowerment of existing workers. So I want every single instance that a existing worker needs to get support from a manager, executive, leadership to move forward with their assignments and getting organized. So we want to look at every single instance where workers are not able to move forward on their own, document those, log those, understand what it is that's preventing the worker from being able to move forward with the work and their assignments. And to, once we have these clarity on all these different places, then we can attack them and create and just endlessly build our systems for full self-resiliency. Okay? So it's going to take years and years and years to do, but the idea is just continually finding each little point of where a dependency occurs and then solving that over time until it's no longer there. Right?
Hopefully we have years and years and years. Let's try to make it something good by the launch.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can do that. We could easily do this assessment in like 20 minutes, right? So 1 hour, we could do both assessments, at least an initial overview of like what are the primary places where like there's obviously backlogs and jams and problems, but it could take years to perfect. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But anyways, I went from just like a simple 1.5 hours essential worker responsibilities to like reconfiguring our entire training on self-resilient super systems.
And that's why, that's why Jay
Time to
is
stretch. Please stop,
the
stand
best.
up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, I need to check out and go. So,
Yes.
oh my God, we have 40 minutes. I would say we just like not check out and then we come back for the life support because we're gonna be back in 20 minutes.
Do a quick hyper checkout, just the number. Jay.
Okay, yeah, hyper checkout. I would give this session a 6.5, and I'll be back in 20 minutes.
6.5. Ladies first. Joyce, Ate.
7.
Joyce, 7. Great. Jennifer is still with us?
Yes, I'm giving the session 8.
8. Ate, is Ate here?
Yes. Are you guys getting me?
Okay. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we're getting
Just
you.
hyper checkout. We'll do hyper checkout. Just the number.
Yes. Yeah, no. I'm gonna give the session 6.99.
99. Varis, you there?
Yeah, gonna give this session 7.
7. Mamoon, are you there? No? Alberto, I session 6.33. Good session. We're going up from pace. All right. Thank you, everybody. Organization support, who wants to come in 17 minutes.
It's organizational support.
Yes. Organization.
Okay. Alberto, I will be linking the full moon communications because I was not able to let it be checked. Okay? I will put in Discord, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. I see you after 15 days. Bye.
Oh, Joyce, is this the last time we talk for the next 10,
Yeah.
15 days?
Goodbye, Mama.
Ciao, Mama. Good morning, Mama.
Mom.
Goodbye, Mama. Bring us
talk.
nice things from Philippine, Mama.
Can I call you on WhatsApp maybe sometime? See how you're doing? Are you gonna
Yeah,
have WhatsApp?
sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's what's your WhatsApp?
You have my WhatsApp. We've been exchanging messages.
Can be personal, no only.
Yeah, personal.
Thank
As friends. Thanks, friends. I call you. How are you doing, Joyce? Is it okay? Okay. Thank you, Joyce. Enjoy. Anything you need, remember that you're not alone. Always remember.
Yes.
Remember, there is Papa.
There is somebody. No. There's now we need to see why you're not
Time to
alone,
pause.
Joyce.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yes, always remember.
Because
There
there
is
is the
Alberto.
big Papa.
There is
God.
the
Yeah,
biggest. Who is that? Say it.
God. Right?
God. Yes. Thank you.
Of
Remember,
course.
Okay, I will link there, Alberto, in Discord. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Ciao.
Okay.
Jay, I will stop the
think
live
I will-
stream.